Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school football. Tonight, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tusc Insurance Agency, Novelis, and TMK Valley Propane presents the Sandy Valley Cardinals hosting the Ridgewood Generals. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, WM Commercial Roofing, Wood Electric, and Keim Home Center. Now let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
High school football out of the IVC is back on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel as we feature the Ridgewood Generals in Sandyville taking on the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Good evening, everybody. Nick McWilliams and Shannon Thomas here with you from Big Z Sports for this ride out of the IVC. And let me tell you, Shannon, first and foremost, nothing really beats conference football.
Yeah, it's this type of the year, the weather changes, you get into conference play, and then everybody gets excited for these matchups. And Ridgewood had a little bit of drive today to get up to Sandy Valley, which that's probably their furthest drive in the IVC, so that's not a bad little drive.
It's got to be close to it at least.
Straight little drive down 36, up 77, cross 212. I mean, I know all the ways around this IVC.
You know all the ways everywhere, I swear, half the time. If anyone needs directions, just call Shannon, that is for sure. Well, this is an intriguing matchup because Sandy Valley is looking not only to rebound and bounce back up off the turf after a rough loss to Indian Valley last week, but, you know, they are sitting right now in their region in a decent ranking. They look like they have aspirations for the postseason, and you know that they would want nothing more than to spoil a perfect season for the Ridgewood Generals.
Yeah, you know, we've seen Ridgewood once this year. Me and you have watched them once, and we watched them out there at Carrollton, and they're a very solid football team. But they have their little flaws that they still got to fix, and Coach Slusser's been trying to address that throughout the year. Today, they're going to get to experience the speed of Lucas Gillan. They're going to get to experience the little bit of toughness in the trenches that Sandy Valley's got. So Sandy Valley's going to look to come in here tonight and do like they did at Indian Valley last week and start off fast and get on the board quick. Yeah,
without a doubt. That is for certain going to be the situation that we're going to be looking at. And we're going to be joined by somebody. We're not going to have him necessarily on the sideline for talking too much. He'll be doing social media. But we wanted to welcome in here for the pregame, and it's Dalton Patterson. Of course, it's Ridgewood. We knew it was going to be Dalton. Dalton, I know this is a matchup that you're familiar with from your time from Ridgewood. It's kind of an interesting dynamic. You know, the Generals know that Indian Valley and Garraway are looming on the horizon. So something that they definitely can't do is look past the Sandy Valley team. We know they have a great passing attack.
Yes, they do have a great passing attack. And I was talking to Coach Slusser a little bit, and his biggest worry is the Gillan kid. And he is a very good athlete. And I'm very curious on how Ridgewood's going to match up with him and what they're going to do to guard the Gillan kid, because he is extremely athletic.
So you've played for Coach Slusser for a few years here, and when you're an athlete, you sit down and you start looking at the paper and you see everything the media says, and on paper, this is Ridgewood's game to lose. I mean, they're by far, a little bit better team, got some more athletes. How does Coach Slusser address his team during the week to say, hey, listen, guys, you can't look past this team?
He'll address them and just let them know that just because their record's 3-3 or whatever is going on and Ridgewood's undefeated right now, it doesn't mean anything. You're going to get everybody's best game. This is IVC football. Sandy Valley's a solid team. Yeah, they've lost some games, but they've competed with a bunch of teams and they've won some games. They're a good football team, and Coach Slusser knows that, and he's just going to keep telling the kids that they want nothing else to do than knock you off and ruin your perfect season.
Well, we keep talking about, there's so many playmakers on this Sandy Valley team. We keep talking about Lucas Gillan, but there is good reason for that. I'll go ahead and ask this question, Shannon, for Dalton, I think. Dalton, you played in the secondary. You want to try to cover number 17?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So we'll have to wait and see if that big playability does come out. We know with the Cardinals, too, that two-quarterback system that they have had this season in Drew Graybill and Caleb Dubner. Both of them have made some plays themselves without a doubt, and we'll have to wait and see how that ends up factoring in. It's something Ridgewood hasn't seen this year, a two-quarterback operation.
Yeah, that's a plus side to that offense that they got going on right now. Everybody said at the beginning of the year that it was Graybill's job, but we kept hearing listen, we have another quarterback here, so we might have to go to the two-quarterback system. And and I'll ask you, Dalton, since you played secondary, if you have a running quarterback sometimes, but he can throw, it's kind of easy to get sucked in on that play-action pass, and all of a sudden you get burnt deep.
It is very easy to get sucked in, and that's the thing that, like, having two different quarterbacks and a quarterback that is able to run and throw, that it's hard to defend, because I'll say I'm guilty of it. There's been numerous of times when I got sucked in and then I got beat deep, and let's just say Coach Slusser is not happy about that.
I was going to say Dalton never got burnt in the secondary. It never once happened. Well, we'll be checking in with Dalton throughout the at halftime and also in the postgame. Dalton, thank you so much for always what you do.
Thank you.
And to sum up, Coach Slusser here, I went to get lunch today, and I won't say what restaurant I went through, but I went through a drive-through, and the guy there recognized me, and he said, "Hey, what game you doing tonight?" And I said, "Well, I got to go do Ridgewood, Sandy Valley." He said, "Will you do me a favor?" I said, "What's that?" He said, "Will you tell Slusser when he calls in on Friday nights that we're all tired of hearing about how bad his team is, and they're not no good, and they'll eventually get better, because we all know he's lying to us."
Without a doubt. It's a staple. It's what we've come to expect, without a doubt. But I got to say, you'll hear a little bit about it coming up here momentarily when we got caught up with Coach Slusser before the game. He's definitely not taking this as a matchup of an undefeated versus a team that's sitting around 500. So we're going to wait and see. This is going to be a great IVC showdown. Get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel if you have not done so. You get notified every single time we go live with broadcasts just like these. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms so you stay up to date with all the high school sports action going on in Z Country. We're going to take our first time out, and when we return, it will be head coach John Slusser talking about those Ridgewood Generals. You're watching high school football action on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tusc Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tusc Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tusc Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Novelis Urixville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They are currently hiring general laborers and equipment operators. Pay starts up to $22.50 per hour with industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Urixville, or call 330-663-3961. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Are you neglecting your building's 5th wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back into your Wood Electric pregame show. Big Z Sports is in Sandyville tonight as we're bringing you the Sandy Valley Cardinals hosting the Ridgewood Generals. IVC football lives right here with Big Z Sports live on our YouTube channel. We'll go along the sideline with the coach, and we'll start off with the Ridgewood Generals and head coach John Slusser. Coach, obviously to this point, you guys have to like where the record is sitting, but I know that you are always a teacher, so to speak, when it comes to perfection, right?
Kind of true, yes. I don't enjoy the winning as much as I enjoy perfection or us playing really hard. I'm worried about tonight because I don't think the last 2 weeks we've played very well, and I don't know if that's an illusion or it's a trend. And if it's a trend, we're in trouble tonight. So find out a little bit about us tonight.
Well, Coach, I'm kind of happy you mentioned that because something we've noticed with Ridgewood sometimes this season, maybe some slow starts that have kind of put you off on the back foot, but you guys always seem to come out well in the second half. Has that been kind of the conversation about getting that faster start?
You know, the first time I've even mentioned that was just about 2 minutes ago, and when they broke the huddle, I said, we haven't played very well from the start. We can't afford that tonight. But we haven't really talked about that because I would really just assume we play the game the same way all the time. Not fast start or a slow start. I'd just rather we play good all the time. We've had a lot of penalties lately, been sloppy offensively, and defensively we've started giving up some big plays here and there. It doesn't show up, but against good teams it will.
Now, Coach, I know that you guys have had some great performances on the ground this season, whether it's Grant Laumers, whether it's Aiden Sparger, whether it's any combination of players. I could probably sit here and go through a whole lot of them. I know you guys have a lot of pride in being able to give the ball to somebody and have faith that they're going to be able to produce.
We do, and tonight we'll have McQueen back and Humphrey back. We've been missing those two the last 2 weeks, and I think it hurt us as, especially in the backfield of the secondary. And they're our two fastest guys. So you take our two best guys away speed-wise, and they're both big offensive threats, and they're both starting DBs, and we've been missing them. So it's hurt us more than I thought it would, to be honest with you, which makes sense when I tell you they're our two fastest guys. That would probably hurt. So we're excited to have both of them back tonight. But like I said, more importantly, I'd like to see us get a little bit of our edge back, and hopefully we have that.
Well, defensively getting that speed back definitely has to help when you're going up against a player like Lucas Gillan, but it's not just Gillan who can burn you when it comes to the Sandy Valley team. They've got playmakers all over the place. What have you guys been talking about, and especially with the idea of a two-quarterback approach, too, that the Cardinals have been using?
We haven't, this probably bite us, but we haven't worried about the two quarterbacks as much. Worried more about their concept. I think both quarterbacks move around pretty good. Obviously, one's a little bit better on his feet, but the other one, I think, is a little bit better thrower of the ball, and I think both of them move around well enough, so it gives them an advantage. We've played two quarterbacks a lot at Ridgewood in the past, so I don't think it's a big deal. But I'm worried more about their concepts. Obviously, like you said, I think they have some playmakers at wide receiver. I think Lucas is probably the best in the area as that goes as far as a playmaker now. I don't know if I'd trade him for the Kinsey guy, but as far as just a skill guy goes, I can't think of very many better than him. So we got our hands full tonight with him. Obviously, we don't have a player like him, so it'll take a team effort. But like all times when we play defense, I just told the kids this in the meeting before we come out. We got to stop the run. That's our first priority. And this week we're dedicating less people to the box. So if you see us giving up yards, we've got less people in the box. So we're trying to stop it with less tonight, so we can focus more on stopping the passing attack. So I'm a little worried about a lot of things, obviously.
No, I would never assume that, Coach. Finally, last question I got for you. The IVC, we know how tough of a conference it is. We've beat that topic to death, it seems like, year in and year out. However, it really is, and we know that it's always won in the trenches. How confident are you feeling with your both lines tonight?
I don't know. At times we've been really good up front, and at times we've been lazy and sloppy. I like my defensive line guys. So we run about 7 or 8 guys in there, and they do a pretty good job. I worry because this is probably, and I don't even think this is debatable, this is the best passing attack we've seen this year. So it's going to be different, us getting after the quarterback 70% of the time rather than sitting and stopping the run. So we're going to be a little bit more winded up front. We've got to maintain our lane integrity on the rushes. So we'll see how that goes. My main concern is that we don't come out and let it get away from us early and let them have big plays and find ourselves down 14-0, at the end of one. So hopefully we can come out and have a little intensity and take away the big play.
Well, thank you so much for your time as always, Coach. Good luck to the Generals.
I appreciate it. I feel like this is an interview where I said nothing. Did I say nothing?
You always give us something, Coach. Don't worry.
Oh, there's a lot of nothing involved in the whole conversation. Thank you very much. Good luck to you.
Head coach John Slusser for the Ridgewood Generals. Stick around. We got head coach Brian Gamble for the Cardinals on the way after this.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Kishmans Fresh Market IGA has provided residents in Malvern and Minerva the freshest quality products since 1954. The family-owned grocery store prides themselves on providing the communities with quality products, including their daily cut fresh meats by their on-site butcher. Kishmans Fresh Market IGA is a proud supporter of community events and their local school districts and would like to wish the area athletes best of luck in tonight's game. See all Kishmans Fresh Market IGA offers by visiting kishmans.com.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Cory Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Are you looking to join a team that values excellence and offers top-notch opportunities? Kimble Recycling and Disposal is now hiring. They're seeking best-in-class CDL drivers, skilled mechanics, and other dedicated professionals. Join a company that puts people first and makes a difference in the community every day. With competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and a supportive work environment, your future starts here. Apply now at KimbleCompanies.com and take the next step in your career. That's KimbleCompanies.com. Recycling and disposal done right.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors, Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Welcome back into your Wood Electric pregame show live from Sandyville. Big Z Sports is bringing you high school football as the Sandy Valley Cardinals are set to do host with the Ridgewood Generals on the way out on the other side of our pregame. And we are down on the sideline with the coach. This segment brought to you by Haas Body Shop. It is head coach Brian Gamble for those Sandy Valley Cardinals. Coach, second week in a row that we've seen you guys. Last week, I know it was last week. You guys aren't really worried about that so much. Tough game against Indian Valley, but what did you kind of learn from that experience?
You know what? For our guys, again, Indian Valley is a really good team. But I thought we kept competing in the second half. A lot of teams would have tucked their tails in after the first half result. We made a lot of mistakes, shot ourselves in the foot. But that's what film's for, film studies for, and that's what a new week's for. For us to get better and learn from our mistakes. And I thought we did a better second half. So I thought that was the one positive I took out of it.
Well, one great way to get things started back on the right trail is playing on your own home field. I know that has to feel really good, and a beautiful night for football. Seems like a whole lot of activity going on around here. There's a buzz in Sandyville, and I know that has to feel good.
Yeah, it's nice to have. We have a couple of events going on at the same time, military appreciation and Fall Fest and all that stuff that's going on right now. It's pretty amazing to have the community all out here and show their support, and just to get a lot of clubs, a lot of other teams and other things to support. It's just it's not just about a football game. I mean, these guys are, Sandy Valley as a whole are working together and just a community together, and that's a big deal. And we really appreciate that.
Yeah, without a doubt, Coach. And I know I don't have to tell you about this game. The Ridgewood Generals, somebody you guys know very well out of the IVC. Tough matchup for you guys, but I know you guys feel a lot of confidence heading into this game.
Oh, for us, I know we played some really good teams so far. We've played two teams that are undefeated with Manchester and Indian Valley, and we played a really tough schedule for us, and I think we are battle tested with that. And you know what? Again, for us, we are continuing to get better, and that's the only thing I could ask for as a coach. And like I said, I'm very excited for this. We are very excited for this opportunity.
When it comes to playing the Generals, we know that it probably, when it comes to stopping their offense, has to come down to stopping the quarterback runs. And Grant Lammers, we know he's been a load to bring down throughout this entire season. What are you talking about with your defense and trying to limit him?
Yes, he does a really good job with the football, runs the football really well. They do a really good job of finding different ways to get him the football. We have to contain him. Watch us cut back, and we have to make sure that again, we stay in our lanes to be gap sound and just get to the football and just get 11 silver bullets to the football as fast as possible.
Now, Coach, last week you guys did start off in a very quick way. Drew Graybill linking up with Lucas Gillan there early on. You guys started off ahead. That kind of fast start, will that be a key here tonight as well?
Yeah, for us, it's not even how we started, but I want to see us finish. I want to see us finish the game. I want to see us a 4-quarter game and just put everything together. If we're able to do that, I think we're going to be okay.
I think they're trying to hit me, Coach.
Let's go,
But also kind of off of that, same kind of idea, trying to finish whenever it comes to the second half of games and such. That kind of battle-tested stuff, that's what really ends up being the difference maker when we start talking about the postseason.
Yeah, it does. And again, for us to be battle-tested, I think for us, we are trying to do whatever we can to check all the boxes. Finishing games, winning all three phases, and just getting 11 silver bullets to the football defensively. Finishing drives, and if we continue to do those things, those things will compound, and those things we'll find success with that, and keep stacking our chips and just trying to get better. That's what we're trying to do each and every week.
Absolutely, Coach. Thank you so much for your time. As always, good luck to the Cardinals.
I appreciate you. Go Cards.
Head Coach Brian Gamble for the Sandy Valley Cardinals, brought to you by Haas Body Shop. Stick around. We wrap up the Wood Electric pregame show right after this.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
Let the experts at Bear Carpet One in Sugar Creek help you pick out the right window treatment for you. Bear is now carrying Alta window fashions. Their cost-effective, made-in-America blinds and shades come in many styles. Honeycomb, roller shades, wood, faux wood, aluminum, and vertical blinds. Even custom shutters in many fabrics and materials. Alta blinds and shades can be automated through a remote, smartphone, or even voice. Come check out Bear's Alta display. Bear Carpet One, just off Route 39 in the Salzburg Plaza in Sugar Creek.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallik LLC is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallik LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering an experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. Whether your vehicle needs routine maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook or call them at 740-561-4100.
Hey there, football fans. For over 60 years, Hampshire Insurance has been a cornerstone of the Sugar Creek community. We specialize in home, auto, life, commercial, and farm insurance. With our friendly and efficient service, you can rest easy knowing Hampshire Insurance is providing a path forward when the unthinkable happens. Give us a call at 330-852-4087. Hampshire Insurance, proud supporters of high school sports and your trusted neighbors in Sugar Creek.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Nolasco with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
We're back to the Wood Electric pregame show in the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Thanks to both head coaches for joining us in our pregame periods. In both, head coach John Slusser for the Ridgewood Generals and Brian Gamble for the Sandy Valley Cardinals. And Shannon, it's an interesting thing. You know, you look at this matchup when in terms of the records, you look at this matchup in terms of the competition and all the things that have been going on for both of these teams, and you might say, well, all right, this should be a Ridgewood game that they are going to be able to walk away from and keep that undefeated record. Be that as it may, there is good reason that you heard from Coach Slusser being a little bit more hesitant, so to speak, I guess you could say.
Yeah, he keeps his feet on the ground to say, like, he don't look past anybody or anything. And right out of the get-go, we seen a play out of Slusser's playbook because he knows that Sandy Valley wanted to come in here and control this game right at the coin toss. Well, Ridgewood won the coin toss, and what Slusser say? Nope, we're going to take the ball. We're going to take the ball first. We're going to set the tempo because he knows what Sandy Valley can do if they get the ball fast and kind of change the momentum and get the crowd involved in it. And he kind of wants to take that out of that.
Yeah, and on the other side of the coin for Sandy Valley, I would just go ahead and say it, and this truthfully just my opinion. In terms of all 3-3 teams in the state, I got to put Sandy Valley near the top in that kind of category.
Yeah, they're Sandy Valley is they're one of those teams that are still trying to find their identity. They lost a lot of kids from last year, but they brought back a lot of talent and a lot of kids that are ready to play. So we've seen them in a couple games, and they fight. They fight until the game is over. Last week, things didn't go their way against a very talented Indian Valley team. There were times last week against Indian Valley, they put together some big drives, but then at the end, they would get too many penalties and then have to kick it away, or they would turn it over on downs. And I'm sure Coach Gamble and his staff addressed that this week, and they told these kids, like, listen, you're 3-3, so let's forget all of that. This is IVC play right now. You're 0-1 in the IVC. Let's go out there tonight and correct this.
Yeah, without a doubt. And something that's really cool, I know we've been seeing it in some of the other schools that we've been stopping at on Friday nights, but tonight is Military Appreciation Night here for Sandy Valley and Ridgewood. And, of course, Shannon, I don't know about you, but every single time that these schools recognize them, one, it's nice that they have all the veterans stand up and be recognized before the crowd. But the moment of silence, too, for all the great men and women who gave their lives in the various branches of the United States military to make sure that we can do things just like this, which is enjoy high school football on a Friday night. I don't know, man. It's very touching in a different way.
Yeah, and everything that goes on in this country is all based around what the men and women of the military has done for us. They have fought. Some of them have paid the ultimate sacrifice so we can have freedom to do things like this, go to a football game, go sit down at restaurants with our family. When right now we know there's a big tragedy going on the East Coast and the Carolinas and West Virginia and all that stuff, and our thoughts and prayers with all those people. But I seen today the military is now involved with that. They're bringing in
all those relief efforts,
all the relief aids and supplies and stuff. So the men and women in the military do more than just go to battle for us, and I greatly appreciate that.
I certainly do as well, partner. Well, looking at this matchup, it is 6-0 Ridgewood and 3-3 Sandy Valley, and giving you kind of a brief rundown of how their seasons have gone to this point. For Ridgewood, it's been defensive dominant, without a doubt. We saw them earlier on in this season, a shutout win over the Carrollton Warriors. A little bit of a slow start for them in that game. And, I brought up with Coach Slusser, if you missed the pregame segment with our interview with him, and I said, Ridgewood maybe has had some moments where they've started off games slow. They really closed the games out well, but it's that start that maybe you guys have been talking about and trying to get a little bit better of a fast start. And he goes, well, believe it or not, that's the first time I even talked about this year was just a few minutes ago before we started this interview, was his exact words. So, for Ridgewood, they're not seeing that as being the main issue for them. It's hard to find issues sometimes when you're 6-0, but if there's anything to be said about it, sometimes there are some offensive inconsistencies that they definitely want to try to address.
Yeah, at the start of the season, we all heard, that they had a lot of growing to do as a team on offense. Defense, they came out of the gate and went all the way up until the Strasburg game before they finally gave up a defensive score.
They're only giving up, I don't even know what the average is. It's crazy. It's a low average of points per game.
But like you said, at that Carrollton game, it was just such a slow start for them. In which the weather was bad, and they kept trying to do a lot of different things. But whatever Coach Slusser said to them at halftime, they come out in that second half, and they just poured it on. And that offense, it goes through Grant Lammers. However Grant is feeling that night, if he's going to do a lot of the work or if he's going to dish the ball out a lot, that's a very talented kid, but he's got a lot of teammates that are just as talented around him.
Well, how much is it going to help tonight that both for Ridgewood they are getting both Jace McQueen and Matt Humphrey back? For Jace McQueen, maybe a little bit more on the defensive side of things, but for Humphrey, that's your speed burner on the outside on offense.
Yeah, and McQueen's got speed too. We seen him make some moves, make some double moves in the wide receiver spot. But like you said, they're just two kids that have been banged up a little bit. They were taken out for a week, and they got rested, they got healed, and Coach Slusser felt like, hey, we need you tonight, and you're going to have to play through it.
And on the Sandy Valley side of things, we keep saying, we've said how many times in this pregame, Lucas Gillan. It's not just Lucas Gillan who can make plays. We saw against that Indian Valley game, or in that Indian Valley game, Anthony Ross, Micah Hoffarth, Angelo Rossi making some plays as well. And on top of that, you got a big running back out there in Jack Murphy who can make plays. This is an offense that a lot of teams don't want to have to deal with because they know they are one of the best when it comes to spreading it out when things are humming.
Yeah, and one thing that'll be a key tonight for Sandy Valley is when they do decide to do those, play actions, or Grable's got to make the read. As long as he gets the fake in there to Murphy quick, then Gillan will be free. But sometimes he's got to read that and listen, you got to take it, Murphy, because I'll tell you, that kid is a strong runner. He makes one cut, and he's hitting the first guy he sees if the hole's not there. And so offensively tonight, those are the little things they got to do, but they can't give up the penalties like they did last week. Last week they got called for quite a few holding penalties, and they got to get that cleaned up, because you can't run for 7 or 8 yards and then get it called back on a hold penalty.
Right.
You can't play behind the sticks all night long.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big key for Sandy Valley in this game, without a doubt. Another key for them has to be, your anticipation on defense. We know Grant Lammers is going to tuck it and run, and, I don't think it's rocket science or we're revealing any kind of big secret. In the times that we've seen Ridgewood this year, Lammers prefers to run to the left. You got to keep that in mind then whenever your defense is crashing right.
Yeah, and you got to read that, but you got to be careful too, because Lammers is one of those kids that's got a strong arm. So as long as he's reading, or he's running to the side that he throws from, he can throw it across the field. And if the secondary decides to come up a little bit, if McQueen and those guys decide to come forward, thinking that he's going to run it, well, not McQueen, Sandy Valley secondary. If Gillan and those guys decide to come forward, McQueen and those guys will get behind you, and then he'll throw it down there. And like I said, he's got a strong arm.
Yes, and this is going to be quite the battle in the lines as well. We have talked about this before during this pregame, and that's what Coach Slusser and Coach Gamble both said. It's going to come down to who is going to be the one who wants it more in the trenches, and that just sounds like IVC football. And I don't know about you, but I'm rather excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is the time of the year where everybody's got to get a little bit better. You can't just keep making the same mistakes you had. When you get to league play, these are schools that are your rivals. Everybody's talking tonight about the Indian Valley Garaway game and the Buckeye Trail and Malvern game, how big those games are in the conference. Well, this game's just as big because, Sandy Valley only has one loss in conference play, but Ridgewood is sitting there. They can't look past this game because, they want their shot at that IVC South title too. But you can't look past Sandy Valley because if you do, they will burn you tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt. It is going to be a fun matchup. Ridgewood and Sandy Valley, that is your IVC showdown. As we mentioned before, get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel if you have not done so, and make sure you got notifications switched on so every time that we go live, you will be able to catch all of the action in the featured broadcast that we have. We'll give you a full rundown of tonight's schedule as well. Of course, you were tuned in here while we were live at Sandyville with Sandy Valley hosting Ridgewood over on the YouTube live stream and live at 99.9. A big IVC showdown as the Garaway Pirates are hosting the Indian Valley Braves, a battle of undefeateds that a lot of people are saying could be your IVC championship wrapped up right here, but there's plenty of season to go. Elsewhere with our sister station, WJER, we've got New Philadelphia hosting Madison Comprehensive, Mansfield-Madison. That is a showdown from Quaker Stadium, and you can hear it at WJER 100.9 and 1450 AM. As for WJER.com, the Dover Crimson Tornadoes, they host the Worcester Generals. Other matchups out of the IVC, Tusc Valley is hosting Claymont tonight. It is Buckeye Trail hosting Malvern, as Shannon already alluded to. Strasburg will draw East Canton from Ron Hurst Field. Then Frontier is hosting Conotton Valley. A little bit of a travel for the Rockets for this week. Newcomerstown will play host to TCC. It is CVCA who will host Fairless. Harrison Central hits the road as they'll be taking on an always tough Indian Creek team this week. And it is Carrollton who plays host to Alliance. And I got to say, Shannon, going through that entire rundown and seeing all these great teams from our area, every week with the computer rankings coming out, it is mind-blowing sometimes how many local teams we've got that are being recognized as the top of the top in the state.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes down, that computer ratings is done on a system, and that just tells you how tough of a schedule that all the teams in this area play. A lot of them play each other, so that just, like tonight, there's massive points out there in Sugar Creek. There's massive points down there in Lower City with Malvern and Buckeye Trail. There's all kinds of points there, and there's a couple of these games tonight that intrigue me, which we know the one in Sugar Creek intrigues everybody. But I'm kind of looking at that Claymont-Tusc Valley game there tonight. Tusc Valley has played well this year at times, and sometimes they have stumbled. Claymont's still looking for that first win, and I've been told that they made some big adjustments this weekend on offense, and we'll see if the Mustangs can get their first win.
Yeah, without a doubt. There was a whole great slate of games, and we'll be keeping you updated on the Facebook page, the Big Z Sports Facebook page. Also check in with all of our social media accounts as we continue to keep you updated on high school football and high school athletics in Z Country. The Ridgewood Generals have already taken the field, and they are now awaiting the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Shannon, a really cool thing about how this stadium is designed is all the way out there in the background of your image there, that brick building. That's where the locker rooms are, and the Cardinals walk walk up through all the way down here to the stadium before they take the field. And I know if you're a Sandy Valley player, that has to be something that just gives you chills every time.
Yeah, they do that as a team. They lock arm in arm, and they walk all the way. That's an old school back here when they built the new facility up here a long time ago. They still kept that there for the locker rooms for the football field and baseball and softball. But the facilities up here at Sandy Valley have grown so much over the year. I mean, I love coming up here and doing games now. It's just one of the nicer facilities in the area.
Your flag bearers coming through tonight are going to be Lucas Gillan as well as Jack Murphy. Fitting that you get two offensive and defensive powerhouses who will lead the charge here as the Cardinals take their home field. And we are almost set for high school football. I don't think there is ever a moment, Shannon, where I sit back here and think it is week 7 again. It is another season that is just flying by, that it gets any less exciting.
Yeah, especially now since the weather has changed. We're now into that football weather.
Oh, that chill's starting to come in when the sun's going down.
But what's nice about it, they start the season a little bit earlier because of how many teams get in the playoffs now. So we're sitting here week 7, and a lot of us are still wearing shorts and T-shirts to the football games, but that's going to change here real soon.
It certainly is. The jeans are going to be coming back as well as the hoodies. Well, Ridgewood, they themselves were out here on the field. Now they are officially taking the field as they run in down to the 50-yard line, and gotta love it. Man in the middle for the sledgehammer was Aiden Sparger, and you could almost call him that when it comes to their defense, right? The sledgehammer in the middle.
Yeah, he is a very gifted athlete, and he does a lot on both sides of the ball for that Generals team. And and what the respect right there that Coach Slusser did. His team come out, they stood down there in the corner. They waited for the home team to make their appearance.
Let them make their entrance.
They made their entrance, and once they cleared the field, then Coach Slusser told his team, all right, go do your thing.
Absolutely. Well, the coin toss, as we mentioned already, was won by Ridgewood, and they are set to receive tonight. High school football in Z Country is back. We've wrapped up the Wood Electric pregame show. It is time for the night's kickoff, brought to you by Cartoons of New Philadelphia. It is Ridgewood. It is Sandy Valley. High school sports is on the way again on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, as we are going to see who's going to gain some big momentum out of the IVC. As kicking things deep for the Cardinals will be Maddox McCourt. 2 men back for Ridgewood in both Talon Carnes as well as on the other side. Couldn't see who it is. I think it's Humphrey. It's going to go into the hands of Carnes at his own 10. He'll cut left up to the middle of the field. Now he'll try a stiff arm at the 25, and he's drugged down from behind by a whole host of Sandy Valley defenders. Man who eventually got him down onto the ground was number 23 for Sandy Valley.
And that would be Graham Lewis. 5'10" freshman.
Graham Lewis making that tackle there on special teams. So Ridgewood will start things off here on their own 27-yard line. They gave him credit for falling forward that far. As we will kick things off there, or get things started rather, and it will be one wide receiver to the right of quarterback Grant Lammers as he's in the shotgun, motion man. The H-back from the right to the left, one running back to the left of Lammers, and there's that read off the left side. He's got a lead block from Sparger, but he is going to get dropped there after a gain of about 7. Lucas Gillan was the man who took him to the turf.
Yeah, nice job right there by Lammers, just to pick his direction right there, went straight up through there, and when Lucas Gillan's got to come up and make the tackle, then that means Lammers has already did his job.
That was a 7-yard gain as they get up to the 34-yard line. So it'll be second down and short now for a Ridgewood offense that, as we talked about in the pregame, Shannon, might be looking for a fast start here.
Yeah, they're going to spread the field here a little bit. Two wide receivers this side.
Pistol formation now. Lammers turns. He will hand it off. Looking for room is going to be the ball carrier, and nothing was developing there. Running right into the back of his own line and absolutely getting buried that time was the ball carrier for Ridgewood in Sparger, who was able to get it back to the line of scrimmage, but now all of a sudden it's 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, it looked like Branson Long, a sophomore for the Cardinals, was the first one to get to him there, and then he got some help from his teammates.
Sandy Valley's defense looking to buckle down here left side. They'll stack the wide receivers out there wide, one in the slot, one on the right. It's Talon Carnes near side to us. Shotgun again. Sparger lined up off the right hip of Lammers. Direct read right up the middle. Now he's going to cut right. He's going to try to drag the defender, and he will. And it's going to be enough for a First Federal first down as Lammers had a man all over his back, but he just kept moving. It was Angelo Rossi, the safety, who was trying to pull him down, but Lammers is a big-framed quarterback.
Yeah, Rossi did a good job right there. They plugged the hole. They had Lammers stopped, but he made a nice little read, was able to bounce outside and got just enough yards for the first down.
8-yard carry that time. So the First Federal first down of the game. Investing in our community. That's the difference with First Federal. They'll stack the wide receivers left, and in the slot this time it's Jace McQueen. It's a pistol formation. 1H back to the left of Lammers. Instead, he'll turn and he will hand it off. Sparger straight up the middle. Spin move, but he got wrapped up at the feet. Another tackle for Rossi, who broke down and was able to grab Sparger, but not after a gain of 6.
Yeah, nice job by Rossi right there. Come from his deep safety position right there. He read the play. But like I said earlier in the game, if your safety's got to come from 10 yards up the field to make the tackle, they've already got the yardage they needed.
Yeah, we're talking about getting into the third level then at that point. So Ridgewood, methodical drive to open things up here from Sandyville. 9.5 showing in the first quarter. We have not seen Lammers put it in the air yet. Wide receivers out left. Humphrey's going to line up in the spot this time. Out wide, it's going to be Jackson Cabot on the far side towards the Ridgewood sideline. Motion man from left to right is going to be Logan Reidenbaugh. Low snap, Lammers plucks it. It's going to be a jet sweep action for Humphrey, and Humphrey's down the sideline, and it's going to be 6 points for the Generals as the jet sweep scores from 48, take it back 52 yards out. Welcome back, Matt Humphrey.
Like I said, there's the speed that he needed. He's able to get around the corner right there and just put some distance between him and the Sandy Valley guys.
As you take a look at your Wayne Door replay, Lammers plucks it off the turf. Humphrey gets some nice lead blocks on the edge, and it was nothing but green grass as he tiptoes the sideline and scores. Humphrey is fired up over on the Ridgewood sideline. Extra point's going to be upcoming now. Quick strike. I said they were doing methodical stuff there, Shannon. So much for that.
Well, I mean, they just came out and pretty much played smash mouth football right there, did all the little things, and then broke it off.
Jaden Smolder now, the sophomore, will step in for the extra point attempt. It will be Cabot to hold for Ridgewood as he will put it to the turf, and Smolder goes right through it for the extra point. 7-0 here in the first quarter from Sandyville. Big Z Sports will return right after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Triad Roofing and Services in Strasburg has been your commercial flat and sloped roofing professionals since 1979. They do commercial roofing and offer free estimates. Businesses, now is the time. Set your appointment before the weather changes. They can fix your roof before problems occur. They offer maintenance plans. Will come out twice a year, clear drains, and inspect your roof. To find out more, go to triadroofingandservices.com. That's triadroofingandservices.com.
Another Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff's in the air, and it will go to Lucas Gillan, who catches it at his own 6, has to tiptoe. Now he's going to have to reverse field. He's got a whole bunch of Ridgewood defenders breaking down on him. Gillan going from one sideline to the other. He's got a little bit of an edge, but he'll be drugged down from behind, and that was almost a highlight reel return for Gillan, who does take it up to the 29-yard line, making that tackle, and thankfully he did, for if you're a Ridgewood fan, was Talon Carnes, who stayed with him.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. That was a big plus right there for Ridgewood that Gillan had to stop on his tiptoes there, lost a little bit of time on the sideline. Nice job to keep his balance over there, not go out of bounds, and then he ran clear across the field, and that just showed his speed right there to get the ball to where he did.
And after all that effort to get those extra yards, Shannon, now he comes out on offense. Pistol formation. It will be starting things off Drew Graybill at quarterback. Jack Murphy lines up as the lone back behind him. Quick throw there, and it's going to be to Caleb Dubner, the other quarterback, who lined up in on offense that time. It'll be a nice little pitch and catch there, gain of about 5.5 yards. We know Dubner, even though he lines up as quarterback sometimes, he is a heck of a player, a playmaker, and they are not afraid to put him at receiver every now and again.
Yeah, they'll use him in multiple positions throughout the night, but Humphrey for the Generals right there was one making the tackle.
Lone man to the left on the formations, Lucas Gillan. Pistol again. Graybill has Murphy behind him. He'll turn, he'll look right, he'll throw. He'll find Dubner, who had the first down but then backtracked, and he gets drugged down short of the line to gain. It is a gain of 2 yards, though, but now Sadie Valley faces a third down.
Yeah, that was one of those plays right there that you got to realize where you're at. He was at the 6 and tried to make a cut, and he went backwards on his own, or he would have got forward progress, but instead the official did the right thing and went back with him.
3rd down and 2 upcoming. Sandy Valley on their own 38-yard line. Play call comes in. Sandy Valley moving quickly out of the pistol. 2 wide receivers either side of the formation. Take that back. One's an H-back to the right. And Graybill wants a play change. Near side to us, looks like Lucas Gillan is lined up. Oh, pardon me, Dubner's lined up in the slot. Turn, hands it off, Jack Murphy. Straight up the middle, and he's going to get nowhere and get stonewalled in the middle when Ridgewood continues to drive him backwards. Oh, what a defensive play for the Generals there as they stood tall. Couple different guys in the middle there who were making that tackle. I think Logan Sesser, the senior, was one of them.
Yeah, Sesser got in there, and then number 10, Logan Ridenball, he was right there with him too, and they both just pushed him backwards.
So now 4th down and 1. How aggressive does Sandy Valley want to be, Shannon? Jack Murphy is their punter, and it looks like Graybill is going to get a play call. So Sandy Valley's going to gamble here early, or maybe they're just going to have a little pooch punt from Murphy. We'll have to see. It is a pistol, 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Graybill points out the mic on defense, gets ready for the play change. He'll take the snap, turns, hands it off. Murphy's going to try to go off right tackle. He can't get there. Flag comes flying in. Bryce Tolliver was one of the first players to hit him. Aiden Sparger in there as well. We'll have to wait and see what the penalty is, but right now it's a turnover on downs in Sandy Valley's own territory as the Generals defense stands tall. Officials are meeting here and having the conversation.
This is going on the Generals. I've seen the official over there point towards the Generals, so I'm assuming.
And it is a face mask there in Ridgewood who had the stand. Instead will bail out Sandy Valley, who will get a first down on the face mask call. Shannon, sometimes when you're in that pile, you're ripping, you're grabbing at the ball, you're trying to make a play, and you end up costing your team.
Well, I seen Murphy get turned sideways, and as soon as he got turned sideways, the official here threw the flag, so obviously he's seen it clear.
First down and 10, ball on Sandy Valley's own 44-yard line. Stack the wide receivers left. Motion man from right to left up close to the line in the wing. Graybill's going to roll out to his left. Gets a block from Murphy. Pump fake. Now he's running out of time. Graybill loses the ball off of his own blocker's hands. He'll jump on it, though, as it rolls back to the 35-yard line. Shannon, that almost went from bad to worse.
Yeah, that was that's one of those things, you know, he's right-handed and he's rolling to his left and he's trying to do too much. He lost the ball. Luckily for him, it took a bounce to where he was able to jump on it.
It'll be a 2nd down and 19 now as Graybill could not find anybody open downfield. They'll stack the wide receivers either side of the formation. Lucas Gillan will line up in the slot to the right of Graybill in the pistol. He's got Murphy behind him, and he'll get another play change. Graybill ready again. He'll take the snap, straight drop, looking long. He's going to fire it to the middle of the field. There's no wide receiver there as Gillan was trying to make a double move. The closest man was the defender out on the far side in Jackson Cabot, who came flying in. And Cabot's thinking, man, if I had another step or two, I might have been able to pick that off.
Yeah, I kind of was watching. I don't know if Graybill thought that the defensive pressure was going to get to him a little quicker, but he unloaded that one real quick, and it even caught Gillan off, you know, surprised him because he looked and seen it got thrown, and he was just in the process of making his double move.
They'll line up with Gillan in the slot on the right again. One man near side to us on the Sandy Valley sideline. Graybill's going to roll right. It's a throwback screen, and he's going to get it into the hands that time of number 3. And going down the sideline, making some moves, and close to a first down, but not going to be there for quite enough. Making that grab for Sandy Valley was Luke Williams. Williams with a nice reception there, a little bit of yak as well, but it's still going to be a punt situation as it's going to be 4th down and 7.
Yeah, you know, he made a couple nice moves right there, and Bryce Tolliver was able to come over here and get some hands on him and got him pushed out. If Tolliver don't get over here and make that play, he goes on down the sideline.
Ball on the 47-yard line now. Looks like Sandy Valley's going to go for it again. They line up in the same formation or a very similar formation. Take that back. They'll bring Dubner back in from the sideline. He'll be on the slot on the left side. Graybill will now stand back in the shotgun, and it looks like it's going to be a punt now as he'll go backwards. It is a pooch punt from Graybill. It'll topple end over end, and it will bounce at the Ridgewood 29 and roll back inside the 20, back inside the 15, and it will go all the way to the 10 of Ridgewood. Nice play, nice punt there from Graybill.
Yeah, nice job right there on that little pooch punt, and you get lucky, and it takes that bounce that you need.
So Ridgewood takes over again after a 5-play drive led to pay dirt their last time out on a Matt Humphrey jet sweep. 5:27 showing in the first quarter.
A couple Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard updates. Worcester leads Dover 7-0 in the first quarter. New Philadelphia 7-0 over Mansfield Madison. Garraway is leading Indian Valley 7-6. Indian Hostetler with a pick 6 for the Braves, and Wallik with a 59-yard touchdown. The Braves' extra point is still pending, and Tusc Valley leads Claymont 7-0.
Thank you for that, Shannon, as we'll have a shotgun again. Motion man from left to right is Ridenbaugh. Lammers, play fake to Sparger. He'll read off the left side. He'll go up the middle, get some room, and he'll push through. And a nice gain for Grant Lammers, who does the weight room run, as Travis McClellan would say. One of the men in there making the tackle for Sandy Valley that time was Branson Long, the sophomore.
So recapping that Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard update, Indian Valley went for the 2-point conversion, so they lead Garaway 8-7. Somebody else New Philadelphia just scored, and they lead Mansfield-Madison 7-0. And that's all we have right at the moment.
Thank you for that, Shannon, as stacked wide receivers out on the right. Lammers turns, hands it off. Sparger waiting, looking for room, goes forward. Not a whole lot there, but he might have had enough. I think he does for a first Federal first down as Sparger slammed to the ground. Got back up quickly there, though. Don't want to start getting stuff too chippy too early, right, Shannon?
Well, that's one of those things right there you got to watch, because he got the first down, and if you slam him to the ground after the whistle's done, they're going to get you for another 15 yards. But Cage Stout for the Cardinals, he was right there on top of that play, was able to stop him right after he got the first down after about a half-a-yard gain.
He did give him 2 for Sparger, his 3rd carry of the ball game. New set of downs as they move to the 21-yard line. 4:43 here in the first. Kind of a quick-moving first quarter already, Shannon. 2 wide receivers right out of the shotgun, and that's the right way that Lammers will run. He's got a man down deep. He's going to try to deliver it to him. Cabot gets some space, and he has a huge reception as he'll go all the way down to about the 34-yard line. What a hook up there, as it was Lammers who connects with Cabot right over the top of the defender. It was Anthony Ross out wide.
How about right here at about the 40-yard line? It looked like he was get on top of Cabot right there, but Cabot stuck his arm up kind of in a stiff form and pulled him, or got the separation.
You might have just saw that on that Wayne Dorr replay. They're actually going to mark him at the 33-yard line. Big-time pickup as they go from their own 21 to the Sandy Valley 33. Cabot, we know, has got some speed out there on the edge. 46-yard gain on that link-up first pass of the game for Ridgewood. Now a jet sweep then. It's going to be for Jace McQueen from right to left. McQueen lowers the shoulder and delivers it into the Sandy Valley defender, who will hold strong and hold him up as he'll get to the 30-yard line. A lot of whistles from the other side. Thought maybe they were trying to blow that play dead, but instead it will stand. I believe, Shannon. Yep, they are going to mark it at the 31. Did you hear the whistles too?
Yeah, I heard the whistles. I kind of went back in I think maybe that was number 22, Carter Finn, on that catch for Ridgewood, and not Jackson Cabot. Jackson Cabot wears number 11.
Wasn't it number 11 going down the sideline?
Oh, was it? I thought it was Finn.
Shannon, do you need the binoculars now? Back to pass is going to be Lammers out of the shotgun. Wants to throw left for the screen and trying to jump the pass and missing out on it. It's the defender for Sandy Valley, and it's going to burn him and result in 6. As going in from 31 yards out for Ridgewood is Talon Carnes.
Yeah, nice job over there by Carnes after he caught it to make a quick move to get space, and then all of a sudden turns it into a touchdown.
On the Wayne Dorr replay, you saw the defender for Sandy Valley trying to jump in there, but Carnes came back for the ball, was able to grab it just in time and scamper through. He had 2 blockers in front of him who would have paved the way for that touchdown trip. I'm tripping over my words, Shannon. 13-0. Ridgewood now leads Sandy Valley on the hookup from Lammers to Carnes. Jaden Smolder for the extra point attempt, and he will drive it through. It's a 14-0 ball game. Big Z Sports will return with more IVC football on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel right after this.
Hey, other guys' insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
A Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff is picked up there by Anthony Ross for Sandy Valley. He'll make a move up the middle, and he gets hammered down as the gunner for Ridgewood comes flying in from the corner and makes a nice tackle there. I believe that time it looked like it might have been Wyatt Lockhart, the senior. Take it back, it might have been Maverick Lockhart. So it's where Sandy Valley will take over at the 21-yard line. And Shannon, as we were talking there off camera before we returned from that break, highly doubtful we're going to see the ball go into the hands of Lucas Gillan again. So
yeah, they're going to keep it away from Lucas Gillan. I got caught off track trying to do my stats and other stuff over here, but they got to get Lucas Gillan involved in this game offensively.
They'll bunch the receivers out left and turning and handing it off there, and nothing doing for Sandy Valley is getting dropped deep in the backfield that time. Looked like it was Natch Overly, and what a play there for Ridgewood. Was that Jackson Cabot on the edge, Shannon?
Yeah, I couldn't see from where I was sitting over here, but they get to him so quick out there. I mean, huge loss right there. So now on second down, you're already playing behind the sticks, and that's not what you want to do on this end of the field.
All on the 16-yard line now, and we talked about a fast start for Ridgewood and that maybe they've been disappointed with some slower starts this season. Certainly not the problem here, as it looks like right now the Cardinals will go with an empty shotgun formation. They'll bunch the wide receivers on the right side. One's actually lined up as an H-back, 2 wide receivers stacked out left. Now, they'll fake the pop pass. Graybill's got some pressure from up the middle. He's trying to break free, still fighting to try to get away, but he cannot. And guess who? It's Grant Lammers who comes in off the edge.
Yeah, Lammers got a hold of him quick. It's kind of spinning him around, this and that. But by the time he was able to break free of Lammers, his other teammates have already cleaned him up. And but that tackle goes to Lammers.
Loss of 6 on the sack. And now, if you're Sandy Valley, you might just look for a few yards here as you keep getting pushed back closer to your goal line just to give your punter a little bit more room. But we'll see what they have on 3rd and 21 now. Checking back into the ballgame is Anthony Ross for the Cardinals. Ross will go from the left to the right side now as they'll put trips to the right. One lone wide receiver out here on the near side closest to us. Graybill goes back to pass. He's at his own goal line. He's going to step up and run. He'll try to get past the defender, and he can, and Bryce Tolliver blows him up after a run of 2.
Nice job by Tolliver right there. He seen him running. He come up through there before Tolliver went in for the tackle. He got squared up with him. He sat down and waited to see which way that Graybill was going to move, and Tolliver completed the tackle.
Our former McInturf Realty player of the game when we saw Ridgewood take on Carrollton, and it was for his defensive prowess. Boy, can that boy hit. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah, only a sophomore. I mean, outstanding football player.
So the ball will be marked at the 12-yard line. Standing at his own goal line will be Jack Murphy, who will punt it away into the night sky. Coming up and making the grab at his 45 is Talon Carnes, and he gets hammered down as well. As making that collision there with Carnes, I thought the ball might have come out. That was Lucas Gillan.
Yeah, Lucas Gillan was at full speed right when he hit him, and luckily with Carnes, I think he jumped up in the air a little bit, and that kind of helped soften the blow.
Gillan, we're used to the offensive playmaking, but he can make some highlight reel hits as well. So Ridgewood will take over from their own, from the Sandy Valley 42-yard line. Some great field possession to start off here on first down. Ridgewood, 51 seconds showing here in the first. Shannon, can you imagine if they went up by 3 scores before the end of the first quarter? You know the Generals would have to be feeling good.
Yeah, anytime you can go on the road and you can get your offense started that fast and your defense is playing well, it makes it a little easier going into the rest of the night.
Aiden Sparger will actually line up as the slot man out left for Lammers. Now he'll motion out of there, and it's going to be a direct snap. That direct snaps into the hands of the running back looking for an edge, and not finding it was Matt Humphrey, who gets tackled into a whole host of Sandy Valley players on the sideline. Still a nice gain there on first down. It'll move the ball up to the 37-yard line. Give him a gain of 5.
Yeah, Humphrey, with all that speed, got to give credit to Sandy Valley defense. They was able to string him out to the short side of the field right here, and like you said, he was still able to get 5 yards on that before they got him out of bounds.
Second down and 5 upcoming. 46 seconds going to show on the clock as Humphrey was slung out of bounds. Right side looks like it is going to be number 12, Preston Ator, the junior, will be the lone wide receiver out right. Lammers going to step up through the pressure, delivers it down the field, and has a man wide open. And the miscommunication for Sandy Valley leads to 6, and it's Jace McQueen who will catch it and go in from 37 yards out.
Yeah, nice job by Lammers right there. He goes, he's seen the blown coverage back there, He hit him in stride, wide open.
McQueen was so wide open. There was almost not another Sandy Valley. There wasn't a Sandy Valley defender on frame there on our Wayne Dorr replay. So it's 20-0, 39 seconds to go here in the first. And the Generals are rolling early from Sandyville. Smolder will line up for another extra point attempt. Snap is back, and he'll deliver his foot through it. It will go through 21-0. It's all Generals here early from Sandyville. Big Z Sports will return on our YouTube channel coming up right after this.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome back into the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio as we are about set for another Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. It's a little squib kick that's going to dribble into the Sandy Valley returner's hands, who runs into his own player at the 25-yard line, getting up to the 30-yard line before finally getting dropped there on the return that time. Couldn't see he was at the bottom of the pile. I believe that might have been Natch Overly again. And Shannon, Sandy Valley takes over in their own territory at about their own 30-yard line. 34 seconds showing on here in the first. I know you find yourself down by 3 scores, but I know what topic number 1 is going to be for this Cardinals team. Just start stringing together a couple positive plays, start moving things in the right direction. You can get this game right back on your side.
Yeah, and the first thing you got to do is somehow find a way to get the ball moving on offense. That's what you got to do. Defensively, you got a lot of things that you got to fix, but right now with 34 seconds left here in the first quarter, this drive has to count. You either got to get some type of points off of it, or you need to at least let Ridgewood know that we can move the ball.
Pistol formation, it's Caleb Dubner who's in at quarterback now. He'll turn and hand it off to Jack Murphy. He'll go straight up the gut, and a gain of about 4 yards there will bring up second down, and we'll see if they even bother running another play. They do not have to, as the clock will end the first quarter here in just a few seconds, as it looks like Sandy Valley kind of taking their time, but we'll see if they get the snap off. Dubner gets the play call in. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 left. There's an H-back up on the formation, or a wing. Dubner.
Gamble just put his hand up and told him, listen, just stop.
It certainly does look like that's what it'll be. So we'll take a Cartoons of New Philadelphia, Cush Financial Group timeout, rather. Your planning and investment specialist. Stay tuned. Second quarter of action from the Big Z Sports YouTube channel is on the way after this.
Ready to unleash your inner champion? At T County Boxing Academy in New Philadelphia, we're not just about throwing punches. We're about building confidence, discipline, and strength. Whether you're stepping into the ring for the first time or looking to sharpen your skills, our expert coaches are here to guide you every step of the way. Train like a pro, fight like a champ. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up today and start your journey to greatness.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. Second quarter on the way. It is Ridgewood leading Sandy Valley 21-0. Cardinals have the ball on their own 35-yard line. Second down and 6 upcoming. Nick McWilliams, Shannon Thomas, and the Claxon Communications crew here bringing you this high school football action as Jack Murphy takes the handoff, bobbled it all the way through the line, somehow corralled it, and gets a gain of a couple there. Oh, some bated breath for Sandy Valley as that handoff almost didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, you finally got positive yards on first down there, and then you just about turned it over on second down, which would have just completely deflated them.
3rd down and 3 upcoming. Murphy will check out. That was his 3rd carry of the ball game. Caleb Dubner back in again at quarterback. Running back who will be in this time around is Luke Williams. Pistol formation again, 2 wide receivers stacked out left, 1 single man out here on the right near side to us. Motion man from left to right. Dubner, play fake, moves to his right, gets some pressure off the right side. Now he's looking for room, might pull it down and run. Instead he'll deliver to an open receiver in the middle of the field who makes a great grab and is finally slung down. Making that catch was Anthony Ross, who went up high, grabbed it, and ultimately went through the hit. And we got a late arriving flag here, Shannon, well after the play.
Yeah, I see number 14 for I seen Jace McQueen in the middle of something down there as I looked up, so I'm not sure if he pushed somebody or somebody pushed him off the top of the pile. But like you said, nice job right there on the quarterback to roll out. Threw it a little high, but nice job by his wide receiver right there to get his hands on it.
We're going to take a Cush Financial Group timeout here. Actually, maybe not, as Ross is able to hop back up off the turf, so a good sign there. Hobbled a little bit. What a nice connection there, as it was going to be Dubner to Ross, who will make his way off the sideline now. Now the officials are going to meet and have a conversation what that flag actually was. I don't even know which side it would be on, Shannon.
Unsportsmanlike.
Offsetting personal foul penalties there, so cooler heads will prevail. A little extracurricular maybe after the play, Shannon.
Yeah, and a quick Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard update. Indian Valley has now taken the lead, or extended their lead on Garraway 14-7 in the second quarter. Grady Kinsey runs a 75-yard touchdown. New Philadelphia 7-0 on Mansfield, over Mansfield Madison.
Next play upcoming is the H-back motion from left to right there. Once again, that time it was Jeton Flory trying to go up the middle and not finding much room of anything is Luke Williams. He actually might have got pushed back for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, and Tolliver did a nice job right there reading his keys and coming there and made the tackle. A couple more Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard updates. Dover and Worcester are tied at 7. Tusky Valley leads Claymont 7-0. Malvern leads Buckeye Trail 6-0. Strasburg leads East Canton 6-0. Newcomerstown leads TCC 35-0. And CVCA leads Ferris 3-0.
Ross trying to check back into the game there, does the senior. They make him come back out. Straight drop for Dubner. Back in the pockets. Got time. Goes up the middle. Aiden Sparger nearly jumps the pass and picks it off from his linebacker spot. He almost had a tip drill to himself. Sparger had his eyes on Dubner the entire time.
Yeah, he did a nice job right there from his linebacker position. Just kind of going with his eyes right there. Like you said, the pass come across there, and he was standing right in the middle of it.
So 3rd down and 11 upcoming. Sandy Valley trying to get a little bit of a spark here on offense. The nice hookup between Dubner and Ross was a step in the right direction, but they're going to need to convert this 3rd down. Pistol again, Flory, the H-back or the wing off the right side. Pitch play into the hands of Murphy. He's going to try to pull it up and throw. He'll get hammered from the side by Tolliver. Down the field, nearly picked off by Matt Humphrey, but it goes in and out of his hands as Tolliver was in the face of Dubner. He actually went back there, Shannon, and picked up Murphy off the turf as a big collision there.
Lucas Gillan was looking for a flag right there. He did kind of an in and out move. He turned to come back out, and as he did, him and the Generals player ran into each other, and the Generals player kind of put his hands up, but it was kind of to push him away from him because I think the Generals player was trying to get to the ball too, and the officials was like, nah, that's incidental contact right there.
So 4th down and 11. We'll see what Sandy Valley does. Murphy also serves as their punter. He uncorked a long ball. It just wasn't quite on target. It will be a pistol with Dubner lining up in front of Murphy. We'll see if he'll motion out of the way, though, and let Murphy put it deep. Instead, no, Dubner's going to do a straight drop. He'll now move to his right, delivers down the field to Ross. Tip ball up in the air, and it is going to be grabbed by Talon Carnes. They're going to say it's off the turf instead. A late flag comes flying in here from the sideline. Are we going to get an interference call maybe, Shannon?
I think they're going to say that the defensive back went over the back of the player as he was trying to go for the ball.
And it was Jackson Cabot, I do believe, who was trying to tip that away from the receiver in Anthony Ross. We'll see what the call is as the officials are converged and discussing here. If it is a pass interference, it will be a 1st down for Sandy Valley. See what the call is as the official gets his mic switched on. It is a pass interference call, and it is on Ridgewood, so give a first down to Sandy Valley. A costly penalty there for the Generals keeps the drive alive for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that there was just one of those bang-bang plays, and the official was standing down there closer to it than we are. I couldn't tell from where I'm at if he got into him, but the thing was he was behind him, and he made a nice move to try to come over top of him, but you can't tell if he interfered with his arm or not.
So the ball will now move its way to the 28-yard line, first down and 10. Sandy Valley now knocking on the door. They trail 21-0, 10:04 showing here before the halftime break. Cardinals break the huddle, stack the wide receivers left. In the slot is going to be Gino Tosi. Out wide is Lucas Gillan on the left. That's where Graybill's going to roll. Looking for time, get some protection. Now some late arriving pressure. He'll go up the middle, and a converging on the ball there with a defender and the receiver. Looked like Ross was trying to make that grab and pluck it away from the defender, just was unable to do it. For Ridgewood, it was Preston Attore who was locked up with him.
Yeah, that's another one of those plays right there. He got on his back pretty quick, but the officials must have said they both got there at the same time, so good defensive play.
Back to the 28-yard line. Sandy Valley now has had, and of their last 4 passes, 3 of them have dropped harmlessly to the turf. One of them, though, was that PI call that kept the drive alive. Ross is going to line up in the slot now. Far side is Tosi out wide. Right side, Lucas Gillan and ISO. Dubner's going to read off the right side. Gets a nice lead block from Murphy. He's going to push and drive into the red zone and finally getting dropped at the 15-yard line. It is a first federal first down, and it is going to be a trip to the Jeff Wallik LLC red zone, but I see a flag now on the far sideline right near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if it's going to be illegal formation on the Cardinals or if it's going to be offsides on the defense.
Trying to see Sandy Valley's offense not really moving backwards yet, but now some of them start going back, and sure enough, it is going to be a holding call.
And I was wrong both ways.
And I saw there Jaden Flory, the senior, kind of slapped his own helmet. I think maybe he was the one who got called for that, was a little upset about it. So 9:48 showing here before the halftime break. Sandy Valley, their drive will take a step backwards. So the ball will go back to the 38-yard line. Second down and 20 upcoming. Shannon, we said it in the pregame. Cannot make those kind of mistakes, as that will just kill your momentum. Dubner's going to go back to pass, throw it left. He's going to get into the hands of Gillan. Gillan tries to make a move on the edge, makes one man miss, spin around on the sideline, and what a play by Lucas Gillan, who will get up to about the 29-yard line, take it back there. We're going to mark him at the 30. And that's one way to do it. A nice 8-yard pickup there makes it third down and much more manageable.
Yeah, and he did that off of a screen pass right there. So if you can do all that off of a screen pass, he just about got all of the yardage back. So like I said, it's going to be a third and about 11 yards here for Sandy Valley.
Ball be at the 30. Play call coming in. Gillan showing off that speed out there on the edge. Not an easy task for Matt Humphrey on the edge trying to make that tackle. Pistol formation again. Flory will line up on the wing on the left side of the offensive line. Dubner with Jack Murphy behind him. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Dubner's going to roll right, get a block from Murphy. Looks for room. Backside pressure's upcoming. He feels it now. Dubner gets out of the pocket, but he's out of time, and he gets sacked from behind back at the 40-yard line. That time dropping him to the ground. It was Parker Snyder.
Yeah, Parker Snyder, a sophomore for the Generals, did a nice job coming from the far side of the field. The quarterback slipped a little bit, was able to gain. He was able to gain on him, but eventually was able to close the gap right there and drag him down for a loss.
Loss of 10 with a sack. Boy, Shannon, I don't know if you're like me, but you almost take a deep breath when you see that backside pressure coming, and the quarterback doesn't seem to know that it's coming. Great job by Snyder, though, keeping that pursuit. Dubner's got some wheels when he can get open in space. Now it will be a punt situation. Sandy Valley going to send it away. 8:30 showing on the clock before halftime. Snyder gets the snap, and he'll put his right leg into it. It will go deep to about the 10-yard line, and a fair catch hauled in there by the Generals. We'll take a quick Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports will return in 30 seconds.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County dairy farmers. Farms, family, food.
Welcome back to Sandyville and the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Nick and Shannon here from Big Z Sports bringing you this IVC showdown. Ridgewood starts off with their worst field position as Grant Lammers is going to go back to pass on the shadow of his own goal line. He'll step up to the line of scrimmage. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Grant Lammers has got enough for a first federal first down and a gain of 15 to start things off. Boy, Lammers, Shannon, some might say he's quicker than fast, but boy, when he gets ahead of steamrolling, good luck trying to bring him down.
And I'll tell you what right there Lammers did that was impressive is he kept his arm cocked the whole time like he was looking to throw the ball, and that kept the defensive backs and the linebackers rolling away from him, staying in coverage. And he even did it after he passed the line of scrimmage, but then he got to the point like I got to pull it down now to protect myself and was able to turn it into a first down.
Shotgun formation, stack the wide receivers left. McQueen lines up in the slot. Humphrey out wide. It is going to be a handoff from Lammers into the hand of Sparger, who had absolutely nowhere to go. And what a play off of the edge there defensively. I believe it was Flory who got back in there quickly. Also in on that tackle, number 75 in Weston Little.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding defensive play right there by the Sandy Valley Cardinals. Now they've put Ridgewood behind on the sticks on first down, so now Ridgewood's got a long way to go being 2nd and 14.
So some late substitutions here for the Generals will come in between both Flory and Little. Shannon, that's about the best initial push we've seen from the Cardinals all night. They're going to want to see more of that. Shotgun again, 2 wide receivers out left. Lammers has a running back to his right. He'll motion a man from right to left in the wing. Look left for a screen. Now Lammers is going to step up to his right. He'll deliver there. And coming up and making that grab is going to be Carnes. Carnes looking for some space. Makes a couple nice moves. Gets up past the 40. And a great play for the Generals there. Making that grab. And Carnes, that was what they always try to teach a receiver, as you want to stay with your quarterback, come back, make yourself available.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He moved around with his quarterback, found the spot, kind of rolled with his quarterback. Quarterback moving around, was able to hit him in stride and turned it into a big game. And Lammers has had himself a pretty good first half.
Certainly has. Gain of 21 that time. Ball sits at the 42. Plenty of time for Ridgewood. I'd imagine Coach Slusser here would be totally okay with the idea of trying to milk this clock down as much as possible towards halftime and try to make sure that it ends in another 6 points. It will be Sandy Valley who's set to receive the second half kickoff. Lammers is in the shotgun, fakes it to Sparger, steps up through the pressure, back towards the line of scrimmage. Now he's looking left, has a wide open receiver over here in Cabot. Cabot will make the grab, and he is pulled out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and taking him down there was Dubner. Cabot was waving his arms up in the air, Shannon, saying, I am open, man, you got to find me.
Yeah, well, in Lammers' defense, he was kind of running around a little bit, so he had to make sure he got in a position where he could throw it over here, and he did a nice job throwing it across the field.
An 18-yard pickup there as Lammers connects with Cabot. Boy, this offense right now is just humming for Ridgewood. Another first federal first down for them. Some more wholesale changes as they'll bring in a couple different skill position players.
I don't know if the Generals will get this one off. They're going to have to be fast.
About 3 seconds. Bryce Tolliver's in the game offensively. 1 second, and timeout coming in from Coach Slusser. We'll take a Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports will return right after this.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Fall brings cool evenings, football games, and weekend camping. Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District has the perfect way to recharge after a long week at work. A place to sit around a campfire making s'mores and relax as you watch the snapping and flickering flames dancing under the moonlight. Choose a campsite at Atwood or Tappan Lake Park for your fall weekend getaways. Camping is the perfect way to spend an evening under the stars with family and friends. For more information, visit mwcd.org.
6:22 showing before halftime. Interesting formation. 2 running backs split either side of Lammers. It's going to be a handoff there. And moving from left to right to Tor. Tor's looking for a stiff arm, still driving and fighting. He'll get up to the 21-yard line. First carry for a Tor in the senior, and he'll take it 19 yards. What a run.
Yeah, like I said, come in with a little different look offensively, a little different formation than we've seen tonight. And got to give it to the guys up front for the Generals. They was able to move some bodies and got them rolling.
A gain of 19, and Ator Shannon is listed at 5'10". Oh, pardon me, a junior. I believe I said senior, but listed at 5'10", $150. He's running out there throwing a mean stiff arm, though. Pistol formation again, stack the wide receivers left. One lone man on the right. Shotgun Sparger lines up off the right hip of Lammers. Lammers will turn. He'll hand it off. Sparger looks for room up the middle, runs into the back of his center. He maybe got a yard or two before he got stood up and dropped by the Sandy Valley defensive line.
Yeah, the Sandy Valley defensive line right now, they're using some fresh legs, bringing some players out, bringing some players in, and that's helped them a couple times on these short stops.
It is enough to enter the Jeff Wallik LLC red zone based on a foundation of trust and integrity. It's Jeff Wallik LLC. 5:25 showing here before the halftime break. We'll check in at halftime with our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. We'll also bring Dalton Patterson back up, get his thoughts on that first half of action as he's down there on the sideline. It's going to be a read option. Lammers is going to keep it. He'll come flying up through the middle of the line there. Didn't quite get much, though. Get him up to about the 17-yard line, but another good stand there for the Sandy Valley line.
Yeah, Sandy Valley got to him in a hurry, started to drop him, and somebody come in and cleaned him up. And then somebody hit the pile late, and I seen the officials down there kind of warning them about it. Like, it was close enough. They're like, we're not going to let this happen.
Yeah, we already had the offsetting personal fouls early in this game. They're going to make sure to try to keep things a little bit tight moving forward. Ator will be the lone man out on the right of Lammers in the formation. Lone man back in the backfield with Lammers off his left side is Sparger. Play fake. Lammers now a straight drop. Steps up through the pressure. Now he'll get it from the middle of the field. Sidearms it up the middle, and it's going to be into the hands of Cabot, who's going to have another first federal first down as he's up to the 9-yard line.
Lammers is so smooth when he starts moving around in that pocket. He don't panic. He's still looking for somebody to get the ball to, and 9 times out of 10, he usually settles down and gets the pass off.
It was a little Patrick Mahomes-esque there. Did you see the sidearm from out of Lammers?
I'm a Broncos fan. We don't need to hear about the Chiefs.
Okay, so it was a little Bo Nix action. Is that a little bit better for you?
Well, all right, we'll give you Mahomes action.
First and goal now from the 9-yard line. 4:10 showing before we get to the halftime break. Cabot's going to line out wide on the right, going a little bit heavier this time. Bryce Tolliver is in again. Talon Carnes is going to line up as a H-back off the left side. Lone man in the back there, and it's going to be a snap under center to Lammers. That one caught me off guard, Shannon. It almost looked like Lammers wasn't ready for the snap.
Yeah, something happened there. That kind of looked like a busted play because as soon as he got the ball, he kind of just stood up and he got spun around a little bit, and he was able to just presence of mind just to start driving his feet forward.
You know what it honestly looked like? It almost looked like they were trying to call like a fumble rooski there, the way with that motion in the backfield. Regardless, it does result in a gain of 1. So second down and goal to go situation rather from the 8. Ridgewood's offense has been clicking here early. Grant Lammers has been locked in. The passing attack for the Generals is leading the way. They're going to come out in that same formation again. Lammers is under center. He'll motion Carnes from left to right. He'll hand it off. It's going to be another jet sweep. Carnes is looking for the edge. He'll cut back in at the 5, up to the 4, maybe the 3, still driving, and he'll finally get dropped in the pile. Third down and short upcoming as they'll get to the 3-yard line on a gain of 5.
Yeah, Carnes did a lot of dancing out there on the sideline to try to keep going forward, and the Cardinals was able to trip him up at about the 3.5-yard line, it looks to be.
5-yard carry there. Carnes, between Carnes, Humphrey, and Cabot, kind of more of the, almost remind you of scat back running backs, but they are wide receivers. Jace McQueen, of course, also making some plays on offense. There are a lot of weapons on this Generals offense. Sandy Valley's looking to hold here. They find themselves down 21-0, 2.5. Showing before halftime. Lammers is going to go under center. Jackson Cabot's going to line up as a lone man out left. They'll fake the sweep that time to Carnes. He gives it up to Sparger up the middle. He'll dive for the goal line, and he'll get there as Aiden Sparger is in for 6.
Yeah, I don't know what the play call was right there, but Lammers turned around and he pulled Tolliver out of the slot position and put him back there with the running back, and he changed the play right there, and Tolliver made a nice block right there to help get that touchdown.
27-0. Ridgewood up on Sandy Valley. And I know that feels good for Sparger, one of the seniors on this squad. Smolder's going to line up for the extra point again. Snap will go back. Smolder's right leg's into it, and it's true again. 28-0. Big Z Sports will return to our YouTube channel coming up right after this.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Gillan Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillan Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillan Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillan Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook. Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Another Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff is going to be fielded by an up man there at the 20 for Sandy Valley. He'll break through at the 30, wrapped up by a Tor and taken down at the 35-yard line. Making the return that time for Sandy Valley was Natch Overly again. Shannon, you got a scoreboard update.
Yeah, Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard update. Indian Valley and Garraway are tied at 14 in the second quarter. New Philadelphia leads Mansfield Madison 14-0 in the second quarter. Dover leads Worcester 14-3 in the second quarter. Tusc Valley leads Claymont 13-8. Malvern leads Buckeye Trail 12-0 in the second quarter. Stroudsburg leads East Canton 6-0. CVCA leads Fairless 10-0. Indian Creek 19-0 over Harrison Central.
It will be a throwback there for Dubner, who will try to get Overly out of the backfield. Overly's going to break a couple tackles and somehow turn it into a gain of 1 before it was Tolliver who came over and finished it off. Overly was in trouble about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, but still made something out of nothing as we hit the 2-minute mark here before halftime.
A couple more scoreboard updates. Carrollton leads Alliance 7-6. And Newcomerstown leads TCC 40-0 at the half.
Dubner back to pass, pump fake. Flag comes flying in from the back. Backside pressure, and going down again is Dubner. That time it's Logan Reidenbaugh who will ride him down to the turf. But we'll see what the flag is. Came in flying in for the middle of the defense. Not sure if maybe you got a hold in the secondary, Shannon. Maybe some pass interference unless they saw a hold in the middle of the field. And it looks like they are signaling a hold, and they are pointing towards the Ridgewood side. So defensive holding looks like it's going to be the call. Oh, I take that back.
No, it's going to be offensive holding. He was asking if they wanted to decline
it.
Okay.
You're right. See, I spoke too soon.
And John Slusser declines it.
He will to bring up a third down now. Looked like Dubner maybe lost a half a yard. Actually, they were going to mark him back at the original line of scrimmage. So technically, no sack for Reidenbaugh. Third down and 9 upcoming. Dubner in the pistol again. One man behind him at running back. Back in the pocket, gets some pressure up the middle. Now he'll dump it off, and a one-handed catch by Ross. He'll get it up to the 40, but he is swarmed by Humphrey and a whole bunch of other Ridgewood defenders. What a great grab for Ross, but it's not going to be enough. And flags come flying in again, Shannon, after the play.
Yeah, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty over there. I just didn't see what happened. Well, one came up on the sideline and one came up all the way over here. So this guy over here has seen it, so I don't know how I missed it.
Well, it'd be a 4-yard reception for Ross because that will be a dead ball penalty as the whistle's already come flying in, and it looks like the official is pointing towards the Sandy Valley side. And it looks like it's going to go against Ross. And that's the second unsportsmanlike, unfortunately, for Ross, Shannon, so he's going to have to sit. So now checking into the game for Sandy Valley, it's going to be Angelo Rossi, number 5, take over for Ross's spot. So the unsportsmanlike will back them up on this fourth down.
Yeah, Ross, he made a nice catch right there one-handed. If he would have just kept running straight, he probably would have got close to the first down sticks, and apparently he must not like the way something happened over there on the sideline and got called for an unsportsmanlike.
Well, they mark it back at the 19, which would have been not a dead ball then because that's from the original line of scrimmage, but it would have been a dead ball penalty regardless. It will be a punt time for Jack Murphy, who will line up deep for Sandy Valley. Two returners back for Ridgewood as Murphy gets his leg into it. End-over-end kick coming up and making the grab. In and out of his hands. It's going to be Carnes. Scramble for the ball. Sandy Valley looks like they were the first man on it. Still loose. And who picked it up? It's Sandy Valley ball as that was a hot potato. Didn't see who made the grab off the ground. Coming over to the sideline and celebrating. I can't tell which one it was. A couple different Sandy Valley players. As you look at the Wayne Dorr replay, that one was hard to handle, and it kept squirting around, fighting, scrambling, rolling for it. No idea who eventually came up with it there. But regardless, Cardinals are in business with 1:09 showing.
Yeah, Carnes tried to catch that running full speed, and it was just down too low.
So Sandy Valley starts over again after a punt. Dubner back to pass, rolls right, gets a lot of pressure up the middle. He'll reverse field, now go left, gets some backside blocks. Dubner's got a lot of space down the sideline. He's got a first federal first down, and Dubner's out at the 25. Nice gain on first down, as it will put Sandy Valley in business. A gain of 22.
Yeah, this is big right here for Sandy Valley. You kind of got the momentum right now after that turnover. If you're Coach Gamble right here, do you kind of go with a little bit of momentum right here to keep it going?
Ball will be marked at the 25. First federal first down. That could be some big momentum shifts there. Reminder, Sandy Valley does get the ball to start off the second half.
Yeah, and if you can find a way to get 7 out of this right here and then get it after half and find a way to go
double
down the
dip,
field,
so to speak.
Yeah, double dip. You can be right back in this ball game.
Late man coming off the field there for the Cardinals. Dubner in the pistol. Straight drop again. Steps up, throws out to the right side, gets it in the hands of Gillan. Gillan looking for space. Stiff arm out on the edge, and Gillan is slung out of bounds after a gain of about 2, and another late flag comes flying in.
Yeah, I seen Gillan point back at the official, but I'm not sure if it got something to do with him or if they're going to get a hold out there.
Murphy is pointing down the field, so we'll have to wait and see. All of a sudden, the laundry is coming out here at Sandyville, as the officials will confer. 50 seconds shown on the clock, and it's going to be, was it a face mask? Believe it, they said it was gone Carnes. We'll see how far they mark him off there. And they are taking the sticks away, so it certainly looks like it would be a face mask call. I thought he said a holding.
That's going to mark him all the way down to the 8-yard line.
So, first and goal now into the Jeff Wallik LLC red zone for the Cardinals. Their first trip there tonight. 50 seconds showing on the clock. Coach Gamble wants some clarification on something. Not sure exactly what, as he's talking to the white hat. And it looks like we want a timeout for the Cardinals. We'll take a Cush Financial Group timeout as well. Big Z Sports will return after this.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov
or go to empowertusc.com.
Generals up 28-0, but the Cardinals are threatening to score right before halftime as the ball is marked at the 12-yard line. I misspoke earlier and said 8-yard line, so it will be a 1st and 10 opportunity on the first federal first down, still in the red zone. Sandy Valley comes back out on offense. We always talk about momentum swings. This would be a big momentum builder for Sandy Valley heading into the halftime break. We'll check in with Dalton Patterson at halftime. He'll give his thoughts from field level there from that first half of action. And, of course, we'll give you updates from all the other area games going on in Z Country. Pistol again, 2 wide receivers either side. Slot man from left, motions right. Dubner, misdirection. Murphy up the middle. Not much there, but he's getting pushed from behind. Still driving forward at about the 10-yard line before he's finally taken down. He had friends in high places there as getting in behind him looked like it was big number 75, Weston Little, the center. And actually, they only gave him a gain of 1. No huddle here.
Yeah, you got to go quick. You can't let too much time burn off right here.
Motion man from right to left. Back to pass. It's Dubner. Looks middle of the field. Now he'll look right. Flushed out of the pocket. Steps up, and he has to deliver it on the sideline as he took some late pressure and a big hit from a Tor, who's been all over the field defensively tonight. And now are they going to have a conversation for intentional grounding?
They had a receiver coming back towards the ball, but I'm not sure if
he's out of the pocket for sure.
Yeah, well, he's pulling. Looks like he's pulling at his flag. Well, he didn't grab it yet.
Ball didn't make it to the line of scrimmage, maybe?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if he got his arm hit when he was trying to throw it.
And there is probably going to be an intentional grounding. Now, my question is, though, remember, as we have learned, the line of scrimmage is the imaginary boundary that goes on forever. So it depends on where that ball fell on the sideline. That's what Coach Gamble was pleading his case down here on the home sideline.
Yeah, but it goes to where it crossed over the sideline. Just like it does with a punt. The official has the ability to come up the sideline and say, hey, it went out right here.
So it looks like it is going to cost Sandy Valley. We'll stop the clock. There's only 13 seconds showing, though, on the clock right now.
Yeah, well, the big thing is going to be loss of down.
And the ball will stay at the 11-yard line, though.
No, the yardstick guy already moved back.
Oh, he did. I'm sorry. You're right. Ball at the 16-yard line.
They just haven't changed the scoreboard yet. This here is kind of one of those things where you put bunch wide receivers on this side. You put Lucas Gillan, I believe, on the far side by himself.
Just let him try to high point
and let him try to high, because by putting him on the short side over here, you're getting help from the safety. If you put him on the far side by himself and you put bunch wide receivers over here, now you got to pull a safety with him, unless Coach Slusser, who would probably bring in, pull a defensive lineman, bring in an extra defensive back.
Humphrey and a tour over on the right side. Back to pass. It is Dubner who'll deliver it to the boundary, and it goes into the hands of Gillan, but it will go out of bounds, and it will be no good. Or they will not convert the pass.
Yeah, I mean, right idea, but like I said, you played it to the short side of the field, so you didn't really give him no room. You had the defensive guy that was, an extra defender, or the sideline was an extra defensive back.
So 9 seconds will be on the clock. Ball on the 16-yard line again. Third down upcoming. And it looks like they're going to line up for a long field goal here with Maddox McCourt.
Yeah, I've seen Sandy Valley. I've seen this kicker against Ferris. He was warming up, and I can't remember if he kicked it in the game, but he had some long ones in warm-up.
McCourt puts his right leg into it. It's got the distance, and it is going to be good. And Sandy Valley is going to get on the board just before halftime as Maddox McCourt will convert on a 33-yard field goal. Good kick there. So for the Cardinals there, they will gain at least a little bit of momentum. 3 seconds here showing. We'll get the kickoff. What were you looking at there, Shannon?
I was getting ready to do my updates that I got to do to keep us on top of things.
So 28-3 will be your score before the halftime break. Upcoming, it will be your First National Bank of Denison halftime report. Of course, we will bring you updates from all those area games going on in Z Country. We'll bring you that breakdown of that first half of action. McCourt will line it up for the kickoff, and we knew the kid had a good leg on him. That one could have made it from probably pushing about 40. Of course, McCourt, pair of goals in a Sandy Valley victory on the soccer field, as it'll be a little dribbler's kick up the middle, and going down to a knee will be the up man for Ridgewood, and that will do it for the first half. 28-3 as we head into your midway point. Stick around. The First National Bank of Denison halftime report is going to be on the way here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. And, of course, you can tune in for halftime with the guys back in the studio at 99.9 as they're bringing you Indian Valley at Garroway. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications will return after this.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
I
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tusc Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tusc Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tusc Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Novelis Urixville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They are currently hiring general laborers and equipment operators. Pay starts up to $22.50 per hour with industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Urixville, or call 330-663-3961. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of homeownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting hartzlers.com.
Are you neglecting your building's 5th wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
It is halftime from Sandyville, the First National Bank of Denison halftime report as Ridgewood leads Sandy Valley 28-3. Shannon Thomas and myself will be breaking down that first half of action, and we'll be giving you some other scores from going on around Z Country. Want to give a shout out though, something really cool we didn't get to talk about in the pregame. Shannon, you and I actually witnessed one of these earlier on this season when Carrollton and Ridgewood played each other in Carrollton. The Carroll County Farm Bureau was down here, and they were doing their Tailgates to Touchdown event going on out there. They were giving food out to the community, and they were just educating on agriculture. And you know, anything agriculture related, I'm going to get excited about.
Yeah, we pulled in, and you seen a baler out there in the parking lot that you was pretty
I wanted to take
in.
home. How much towing capacity does the Honda minivan have?
Hey, I can get it home for you, but I'll have to call a buddy.
All right, well, we'll make that happen. So really cool stuff there. Good on the Carroll County Farm Bureau as well for making that happen and feeding the community and doing a great community engagement event. Anyway, back onto the football side of things. 28-3 is your score. Now, the Ridgewood Generals have been in control pretty much this entire game. Be that as it may, though, Sandy Valley does seize back some momentum there before the halftime break. Yes, they wanted 6. However, a field goal there and a nice one from Maddox McCourt has to have them feeling pretty good, especially considering that they're going to get the ball coming out in the second half.
Yeah, and Coach Gamble did the right thing right there. Put some points on the board, show these guys, hey, we can score against them. And like we said earlier in the pregame earlier tonight, they had to eliminate those penalties. They got a couple drives going, then boom, the penalties put them in such a position they had to punt the ball away, or Ridgewood was able to force them to turn it over on downs. And you can't shoot yourself in the foot when you're playing a team as good as Ridgewood Generals are.
No, not at all. And we'll check in now and I guess this will technically count as a sideline visit, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. Dalton Patterson, you were down there for that full first half. I mean, that Ridgewood offense, man, we've been used to it being ground and pound. We've been used to it running. Grant Lammers is on a different level tonight with passing.
Grant Lammers is doing a real good job, and what impresses me the most, Nick, is how he is like stepping up in the pocket instead of tucking and running right away. He keeps his eyes downfield. I'm not used to seeing that, especially at the high school level, and it's really impressed me. But offensively, they've really surprised me. I expected a run and a ground and pound type of game from them, and they've aired it out a lot more than what I expected.
Yeah, and that's something Shannon actually pointed out about Lammers in the pocket. Poised tonight when he has to get out of the pocket. There's no panic. He knows where he's going. He knows where his reads are. But his receivers have been doing a good job, too, making themselves available and showing them that, hey, I am open. Come on, you got to give it to me. Staying with your quarterback, you as a former receiver, that has to be a big thing whenever it comes to rolling out when there's pressure.
Yes, it is a big thing, and I've seen him and Jackson Cabot they got good connection and friendship, and Jackson's been moving right with him. It's like they're connected with a wire, going back and forth.
Now for Sandy Valley on the other side of things, it's been a little bit of tough sledding. We've seen the two quarterbacks set in both Drew Graybill and Caleb Dubner as we expected. There have been some hookups there. They have had some positive yards. They've even had some nice runs as well. It's been a momentum problem, though. They haven't been able to chain that together.
Yes, I agree, but I think the last drive is a big deal for Sandy Valley, and especially going into halftime. Just getting momentum, like Shannon said, putting 3 points on the board, that's a big deal, showing you that you can score against them. And just being able to literally get a great drive at the end of the half, I think it's a big deal when you come out and get the ball in the second half.
Well, I can certainly say I'm sure both these coaches will be talking about that penalty bug that seems to be biting both of them. A lot of laundry coming out on the field there in that first half.
And I know Coach Gamble, he's not going to be happy about the unsportsmanlike penalties. You know, that's one thing all coaches pride themselves in, the way their players carry themselves on and off the field. And that's something that I guarantee you they're getting an earful in the locker room right now about that.
Yeah, without a doubt. And before we wrap things up here for this first section of our First National Bank of Denison halftime report, do you have a scoreboard update?
Yeah, quick Impact Collision scoreboard update. Garraway now has taken the lead over Indian Valley 21-20 in the second quarter. New Philadelphia leads Mansfield Madison 14-0 in the second quarter. Dover has taken the lead over Worcester 27-21 in the second quarter. Tusc Valley leads Claymont 19-16 in the second quarter. Malvern leads Buckeye Trail 12-0 at the half. Stroudsburg leads East Canton 6-0 still. Conotton Valley leads Frontier 18-6 in the second quarter. Newcomerstown leads TCC 40-0. CVCVA is up on Fairless 17-0 in the second quarter. Indian Creek is all over Harrison Central 33-0 in the second quarter. And Carrollton and Alliance got a good one going in the second quarter. The Warriors lead Alliance 14-13.
Nice mix of games going on in Z Country, some close battles, some offensive dominance going on as well. It's always fun when it comes to high school football with Big Z Sports. Be sure to stay tuned with us for more of our First National Bank of Denison halftime report, or tune in with the guys back at the studio at 99.9, as we are also broadcasting there and on our YouTube channel. The Indian Valley Braves and the Garraway Pirates deadlocked in a great battle out of the IVC. More on the way from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Kishmans Fresh Market IGA has provided residents in Malvern and Minerva the freshest quality products since 1954. The family-owned grocery store prides themselves on providing the communities with quality products, including their daily cut fresh meats by their on-site butcher. Kishmans Fresh Market IGA is a proud supporter of community events and their local school districts, and would like to wish the area athletes best of luck in tonight's game. See all Kishmans Fresh Market IGA offers by visiting kishmans.com.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Cory Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Pat Ferris of Ferris Chevrolet Buick and Toyota. High school sports bring out the best in our schools and in our communities, and the people at Ferris have always believed in the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks we sell and service every day, like high school sports, we're a great tradition in this area. Ferris, on the Wabash in New Philadelphia.
Are you looking to join a team that values excellence and offers top-notch opportunities? Kimble Recycling and Disposal is now hiring. They're seeking best-in-class CDL drivers, skilled mechanics, and other dedicated professionals. Join a company that puts people first and makes a difference in the community every day. With competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and a supportive work environment, your future starts here. Apply now at KimbleCompanies.com and take the next step in your career. That's KimbleCompanies.com. Recycling and disposal done right.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Welcome back into your First National Bank of Denison halftime report from Sandyville. In the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio, Ridgewood leads Sandy Valley 28-3. And looking back at some of those big moments from that first half of action, Grant Lammers has connected on 2 touchdowns from distance. One of them to Talon Carnes to open up the scoring with a 31-yard, the second touchdown of the game, for Ridgewood. He hooked up with Talon Carnes from 31 yards out. He also hit Jace McQueen from 37 yards out for a score. The scoring got started in this ballgame, and it was Matt Humphrey, and a welcome back to Mr. Matt Humphrey for Ridgewood. 52 yards, and myself and Dalton were talking there at the halftime break. That opening score looked like Humphrey was running out of room on the boundary, was able to tiptoe the sideline, but what a block from Talon Carnes to open things up. You and I talked in the pregame about how important it was for those guys out on the edge to get those blocks. Perfect example there from Carnes.
Yeah, I will say Coach Cabot takes a lot of pride in blocking as receivers, and Talon was a running back the last few years, and he switches over to be a split out and be a split end and stuff. And the kid is small, but he is strong, and he will block with an attitude.
Yeah, without a doubt, it has been proven itself true so far in this game. The other score, short yards touchdown run for Aiden Sparger. So right now, the love's getting spread around when it comes to Ridgewood. Some of the big plays for the Sandy Valley Cardinals, of course, on that last drive, they ultimately get set up with some costly mistakes there from the Ridgewood defense. However, Caleb Dubner sets them up with a nice 22-yard scramble, and then a couple other connections to work them down the field, and eventually cap off with that Maddox McCourt 33-yard field goal. Out that side of that, Shannon, like we said earlier on in this first segment of halftime, stringing things together has got to be priority number one for Coach Gamble and his staff.
Yeah, and they got to find a way to get the ball into Lucas Gillan's hands. You know, I've said his name a lot tonight. He's very fast. He's a playmaker. But you got to give credit to the Generals. They came in with a defensive play to take him out of the system, and they've done that all night long. So now as Coach Gamble and do, they got to come up with some different plays. You got to try to maybe run some rub routes, or you got to put him, you know, running combination routes with another wide receiver to try to confuse the defensive backs. But I think the defensive backs pretty much they're coached up tonight for one athlete. They're not going to make a mistake on him, and they're going to force you to use the other athletes to beat them.
Yeah, Lucas Gillan so far tonight, I'm happy you brought that up. That's the man you're referring to. He's got just 2 catches for 10 yards. Very low totals for him considering what we've seen him been able to do. He's been targeted off and on throughout this entire ball game, but the MO has been clear for the Generals defense. It's take 17 out of the game.
Yeah, and both of those catches he got were both screen passes. So, I mean, those are the easy ones to complete. In order to make him dangerous, you got to get him in wide open field. You got to try to get him the ball across the middle and stuff. You know, he made a nice play on a kickoff return over there where he kept the ball from going out of bounds and then turned it into like a 25-yard gain. But like I said, they're going to have to either figure out some plays to get him open, or they're going to have to tell the other athletes, like, listen, you got to step up now because we're in a hole and we only got 2 quarters to catch back up.
We'll wait and see what happens with the second half of action. That'll be coming up here in just a little bit. As for our other game that's getting broadcast, the Indian Valley Braves and the Garraway Pirates, those players are going to get to power up with some chocolate milk. This year we do it in remembrance of the late Doug Wills. After tonight's game, Smith Dairy, Buhlers, and Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers will be providing players ice-cold chocolate milk out there in Sugar Creek. It is the official drink of the OHSAA. It's packed with carbohydrates to provide energy, protein to help refuel, repair, and grow muscles, fluids to rehydrate, and vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. The players will power up when they get to enjoy some ice-cold chocolate milk. Some Sadie Valley players are making their way back out of the locker rooms towards the sideline. That means that the second half of high school football action will be on the way shortly. That wraps up our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. Stay tuned. 2 more quarters of football in the IVC are on the way, coming up right here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? Impact Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, Impact Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit Impact Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what Impact Collision can do for you.
With Room by Room, new from Carpet One, we've made finding the right floors easier than ever. Browse our curated collection of flooring options and shop by color, design, and lifestyle. Our local flooring experts will work with you to make your vision a reality and guide you with knowledge and easy-to-use tools to find the floor that fits your needs. So if you're ready to transform your home with beautiful new floors, scan the code to get started and come see the Room by Room difference for yourself. Exclusively at Carpet One Floor and Home.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallik LLC is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallik LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
The
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering an experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. Whether your vehicle needs routine maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook or call them at 740-561-4100.
Second half of high school football will be on the way here shortly from Sandyville. It is the Sandy Valley Cardinals who find themselves trailing 28-3. We talked about all the adjustments that might have to be made, Shannon, for both of these squads. We'll see how confident Sandy Valley can be coming out. We'll see if that momentum builder, the long field goal for Maddox McCourt, will make all the difference. But we kind of just mentioned it in passing. What a great job by Maddox McCourt, not only here on the football field converting on a field goal like that, also netted 2 goals in a win for the Sandy Valley soccer program here recently. And, of course, if you want to stay up to date with all the updates from high school sports, check out the Big Z Sports Facebook page where we're posting soccer, we're posting volleyball, and, of course, there's some football sprinkled in there as well. But that's got to be quite the luxury for Coach Gamble to know you got a soccer player like that with a heck of a leg.
Yeah, and that's the luxury of schools that have soccer teams. You're the football coach. You just go over and say, hey, I need some guys that want to kick some footballs. and you don't have to show up for practice. You got to come one day a week. We do special teams practice on Thursdays. And if you don't have a game, just show up on Thursdays. We'll do special teams. If you got a game on Thursday, we'll bring you over on Wednesday, and we'll kick some field goals and stuff with you. And you go play soccer. But, I mean, that's a big plus to these schools that have soccer programs.
Now, moving into the second half, I'm sure there will be no lack of confidence for this Sandy Valley team. We know this is a confident bunch, and we know they can get things rolling back here quickly. For Ridgewood, what really would you say, Shannon, for even having to worry about any adjustments there at halftime? We know they're going to adjust. We know that they are going to try to do some things different. But, my goodness, that was, other than some penalties, that seemed to be an almost perfect half for them.
Well, if you're Coach Slusser, you got to tell them, like, listen, you're up 28-3, but we're going to come out in this game, it's 0-0. Because if you start thinking that you got this in the bag, then they're going to burn us on a couple plays, and they're right back in this game, and you give them confidence, you bring their crowd back into it, and we got to keep this place silent. So you're going to go out here tonight, you're going to clean your penalties up, and you're going to do the things that you need to do to get this win.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to wait and see as we'll take a look here. And moving forward for Sandy Valley, as we know, it will be Anthony Ross, who is not available here in the second half of action for the Cardinals. So that will be an offensive playmaker who will potentially not be available for them moving forward. That could be a huge loss, not having Ross out there on the field for this second half. We saw him on offense a couple different times, Shannon, and just not having his services is going to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, and you hate that for that young man because he was making some pretty big moves there on defense and stuff and on offense, and they're going to have to fill that position with somebody else, and hopefully he can get things going.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see as we'll have our second half opening kickoff coming up here shortly. Brought to you by Cartoons in New Philadelphia, your auto accessory and local weather tech dealer on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia. Be sure to take a look and stop off and visit Cartoons sometime. Teeing it up, it will be Smolder for Ridgewood. They'll have, well, I say 2 guys back. It looks like it was going to be Natch Overly as one of them. He'll switch out. Lucas Gillan is going to be one of the deep men near side closest to us. I have a strong feeling, Shannon, we could probably make bets. I doubt that this ball makes it to Gillan, but we'll see.
You know, I always wondered, every kid when they touch the ball, they want to score, they want to run. But you always wonder why they don't have some plays in play to where, hey, if the up back gets it, make sure you try to get a little pitch to Gillan here, get it to a speedster to try to turn it into some positive yards.
Cartoons in New Philadelphia, kickoffs in the air, and it will be Overly who will grab it at the 16-yard line with speed. He'll go up to the 30, break a tackle. Now he'll get driven out on the sideline at about the 35-yard line. So Overly will start off things for Sandy Valley. Now here comes that Cardinals offense.
It was interesting there why the Gillan and the kid that ran the ball back, they switched positions down there as the as the kicker was putting the ball on the tee. Kind of maybe hoping to confuse him. When he looked up, he's like, nah, I seen where you went ahead and kicked it the other way.
A little gamesmanship there, no problem with that. So it will be Tripp's wide receivers left as they'll stack them out wide, spread out this Ridgewood defense. Pistol again. At quarterback, it will still be Dubner. He will turn and hand it off to Jack Murphy, and he is blown up in the backfield. Maybe at the line of scrimmage, it was Logan Sesser who came flying in. And, boy, that's a freight train meeting a Mack truck.
Yeah, Sesser, he come out of nowhere right there and just made a nice tackle.
They will say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Ball stays at the 35-yard line. 2nd down and 10, same formation. They'll stack the wide receivers left, 3 of them. One man, lone man here near side is Lucas Gillan. Pistol again. Ridgewood nearly jumped, but they'll back off. Dubner at quarterback gets a play change. Murphy behind him in the pistol. He'll turn and he'll throw it out to Gillan on the right side, get him some open space. He'll put his shoulder down into the shoulder pads of Humphrey, and he'll lean forward, and it is going to be enough for a first federal first down. Nice pickup of 10.
Yeah, nice job by Gillan right there. He got the ball, and he just went straight for the sticks. He knew where he had to get for the first down, and he made sure he got to that point before getting knocked out of bounds.
Ball moves up to the 45 now, almost in plus territory already for Sandy Valley. 3rd hookup between the quarterbacks for Sandy Valley. Actually, the 3rd hookup for Dubner to Gillan, as I believe Graybill unable to link up. Unable to link up with Gillan. Murphy's going to look for some room, and there was nothing there as he tried to go straight up the gut, had to bounce it off right tackle, got strung out on the side, and it's a run of no gain.
Yeah, Preston Allure, he did a nice job right there. He didn't over-pursue as Murphy went to bounce it outside. He came with him and was able to make the tackle for a loss.
They'll actually say it is a loss of 1. So 2nd down and 11 upcoming. Ball moves back to the 44. For Sandy Valley, it is certainly no time for panic here as they're going to try to still methodically march this down the field. 2 wide receivers either side of the formation. It's a pistol again. Motion man from right to left is Gillan. Now it'll be trips wide receivers left. Dubner's going to roll left. Gets Murphy in front of him for a block. He'll deliver it down the field. Looking for a man and trying to come back for the ball. Unable to do so. Might have been just a little bit underthrown there. Making that to play defensively was Lammers, who was out there on the wide receiver, who was going down the field in number 10, Micah Hoffarth.
Yeah, and that was close right there, but the official was, probably saying the ball was uncatchable. He had to make too big of a move to try to come back and get to it as him and the defensive back collided.
I think it might have actually bounced off of the helmet there of Lammers. Hoffarth, Shannon, a name that we said quite a few times actually last week against Indian Valley, but it's been kind of quiet tonight. Gillan's going to motion from right to left again. Dubner's going to look to his left. Now it's a throwback screen to Murphy, and it was read perfectly by the Ridgewood defense. Reidenbaugh was the first man to get to him. The other guys cleaning it up are Sparger and Tolliver.
Yeah, they seen that on film. Their coaches had them coached up for that play right there, and it didn't go nowhere from the snap of the ball.
So that is going to be moving back again, moving back 8 yards on that completion, as it will be 4th down now, punt time. What speed, what closing speed that time around for the Ridgewood defense rather. Murphy will line up back for the punt. 2 men deep for Ridgewood. Murphy will put his right leg into it. Line drive punt. Caught on a line drive, actually in and out of the hands of Carnes, who will have to jump on it, and he'll go down at his own 41-yard line. That is the 2nd time we've seen that happen, Shannon, where Carnes couldn't catch the hot potato.
Yeah, he's trying to come in as he's running towards the ball and try to secure the catch. And it's nice when you can get a clean catch because you're already at full speed as you're coming forward, but both times he has muffed it. Luckily, he got that one back.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line. I don't know, there's a physics teacher somewhere who's going to have a good explanation as to why that's harder to do. I wasn't that great at physics, Shannon. I don't think I could tell you.
The trajectory coming down and the force going forward.
F equals mass times acceleration or whatever it is. I might have got that right. Motion man from left to right's Reidenbaugh. Pistol. Lammers. Hands it off. Sparger looking for room. Stutter steps. Goes back inside. And he'll pick up a yard or 2 before he's dropped down at the 43-yard line. It is a pickup of 2.
Yeah, he did a lot of dancing right there for 2 yards.
2nd down and 8. It's a hard-earned 2 yards for Sparger. Overall in the yardage totals, not a huge night for him, but he has been making some great plays defensively. Also has a short yardage touchdown run as he'll actually check out now, maybe a little bit hobbled, as he'll head towards the sideline. So it will be Tolliver who will check in now in the shotgun with Lammers. Actually take it back, it's a pistol. 2 wide receivers right, 1 wide receiver isolated out on the left. Defensive back on him is going to be Gillan. Lammers turns, hands it off. Tolliver hunts for room, and some hard running there for Tolliver, who will finally be taken down at the 48-yard line. 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, Tolliver did a nice job right there, sidestepping the hole closed. He sidestepped it. Looked like he was going to have daylight, but his feet got tangled up with somebody else, and that's kind of what really brought him down.
Tolliver, Shannon, he runs like a guy, I've used this phrase before, and I've actually heard it from other places. That's kind of took it from there. Runs like a guy who's angry at the turf.
You know, and it's funny as he wears number 8 because another guy that I watched, he's a senior in Indian Valley who wears number 8 was Jackson Bircher. He plays football the same way, and it's crazy that they run the ball the same way.
And there's going to be a direct snap to Humphrey, who lines up in the backfield, who will dive forward, and he'll get a federal first down as Humphrey saw the safety collapsing late there and kind of almost jumped over him. That safety who was coming in there was number 5, Angelo Rossi. Rossi, if he gets just a little bit different angle, that could be an entirely different play, but the 3-yard pickup's enough for a first.
Yeah, Ridgewood doing a nice job right now. They're running the ball, running the clock, just doing the little things to keep it moving.
Actually, they gave him a gain of 4, rather. Shotgun again. Lammers, one running back lined up to his right. He'll have a wing off the right side. Man in the slot will step back. Lammers, direct read off the right side. Gets a lead block from Tolliver. Grant Lammers has a lot of space. He's got a first down, and he's down to the 30. Lammers cuts back into the 25, now the 20, 15, and pulled out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Grant Lammers with some patience and some tenacity.
Yeah, outstanding run right there by Lammers. Just kept it himself and kept right on going.
A pickup of 36, and it looks like we have a whistle and a player down over there on the far sideline. So we'll go ahead and take a quick break. It's a Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports will return right after this.
Hey there, football fans. For over 60 years, Hampshire Insurance has been a cornerstone of the Sugar Creek community. We specialize in home, auto, life, commercial, and farm insurance. With our friendly and efficient service, you can rest easy knowing Hampshire Insurance is providing a path forward when the unthinkable happens. Give us a call at 330-852-4087. Hampshire Insurance, proud supporters of high school sports and your trusted neighbors in Sugar Creek.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Nolasco with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
Welcome back into the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio, and making his way to the sideline now is number 51, Branson Long. Good to see him get up and jog across the field. Shannon, a little bit of an update, and I think it was a change maybe for the referees. We misspoke earlier, I guess, because Anthony Ross is back out there on the field. I think there was some confusion as to the 2 unsportsmanlike penalties. Ross is back out on the field, so must only have the 1.
Yeah, the officials must have. We knew the second one was on him. The first one they announced it, he was the recipient of it, but it might have got changed to another player, and that's why he is back on the field.
Out of the shotgun, Aiden Sparger will go off right tackle. Sparger cuts it back in. He'll get up to the 3, and he's taken out of bounds in the Jeff Wallik LLC red zone. Nice pickup there for Sparger. And actually, I had a correction, too. It was a 38-yard run for Lammers. So that was a 7-yard carry for Sparger. They're knocking on the door again, are the Generals. Second down and goal upcoming. Some more substitutions. Ridgewood, Shannon, coming into this season, we knew they were going to be young, but they've got some pretty good depth, it almost seems like. They are checking in a lot of different players.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Coach Slusser has always done. You use this time in these games to get your younger players ready.
Pistol, handoff, Tolliver up the middle, almost untouched. And Bryce Tolliver takes it in from 3 yards out for another Ridgewood score. Tolliver finds pay dirt from 3 yards out, and Ridgewood has widened the gap. Tolliver, who we've said his name on defense quite a bit, comes in after Aiden Sparger limps off the field. And that carry in, that's got to feel good for the sophomore.
Yeah, nice little run right there. Great job up front by the guys in the trenches. They just made a big hole right there, and he was able to walk in pretty much untouched.
So, Shannon, the running clock situation now in play.
Yeah, the running clock will start now, and it won't stop until after this field goal is made, and then they'll restart it at kickoff.
So Smolder will come in here, and it looks like we have an officials timeout. And we have a player who is being sent off. It's Tolliver. Not sure if maybe some blood on the jersey or maybe lost his helmet. Hard to tell sometimes. So they'll get the new blocker in out on the edge for Ridgewood. You know what's funny, Shannon? That's Grant Lammers who comes in to block on the edge. He does a little bit of everything. So Smolder lines up for the extra point as the snap will come back. Holds bobbled. Smolder puts his leg through it, and it is going to go through. So good job by the special teams to recover there after the poor snap. 35-3. Ridgewood leads Sandy Valley. Big Z Sports is back after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Triad Roofing and Services in Strasburg has been your commercial flat and sloped roofing professionals since 1979. They do commercial roofing and offer free estimates. Businesses, now is the time. Set your appointment before the weather changes. They can fix your roof before problems occur. They offer maintenance plans. Will come out twice a year, clear drains, and inspect your roof. To find out more, go to triadroofingandservices.com. That's triadroofingandservices.com.
Another Cartoons, a New Philadelphia kickoff, live here from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications bringing you more high school football out of the IVC as it is caught at the 20-yard line. Sandy Valley returner there looking for room, trying to dance around, getting some room as Hoffarth. He'll get up to the 35-yard line before he is finally taken down. Nice return there for the Cardinals as they'll come out on offense and look for some answers, as that was another good return. We've seen some decent special teams returns for Sandy Valley. Just so far, it has not turned into any touchdowns on the board, Shannon.
Well, in the last time, they was able to get a first down on their first series, and then after that, they just kind of took themselves out of the next series and made too many mistakes, and with the penalties, and they ended up having to punt it away to Ridgewood.
So they actually bucked the ball at the 36. Gave credit for Hoffarth falling forward for an extra yard. 5 minutes on the clock, and the clock is rolling with running clock active here. Gillan motions from right to left, and it's going to be Dubner straight up the gut. He'll fall forward and get about a gain of 2. That Ridgewood defense in the center has really been collapsing on a lot of those carries up the middle. We've seen Sandy Valley doing their best on trying to spread things out, get more into space, but it has just been slim pickings tonight.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to really stretch that Ridgewood defense, because right now the Ridgewood defense they're so crowded right there in the center of the field. They're just making great stops.
Pistol, straight drop. Dubner back to pass, delivers, and nearly had a receiver who wasn't looking in Hoffarth, but it fell right into his hip, and he was able to make the grab just a little bit behind his body. He'll move the ball up to the 41-yard line, a gain of 3.
Yeah, Hoffarth, he was looking behind him or looking in front of him, and all of a sudden turned his head, and the ball hit him right in the shoulder there, and a great placement, because if he would have been in front of him just a little bit, he wouldn't have had it.
And there was a defender all over him from Ridgewood who might have made him pay if he would have been able to jump that pass. Pistol again. 2 wide receivers either side of the formation. They'll bunch things up, or they'll tighten things up, rather. Dubner, 2-step drop, delivers sideline to Ross. It's in and out of his hands.
No, they called it complete.
He did grab it. Holy cow, I thought he dropped that. And it is a gain of 2. So it will bring up, though, a 4th down and 3.
Nice job right there.
Great hands by Ross.
Ball come out quick. There he got it. Now, like I said, it's going to bring up a big 4th down decision right here, but it's this point of the game now. You have to go for it with a running clock, because we're already at 3 minutes and 20 seconds here in the third quarter.
Extremely fast-moving third quarter. Same formation, 2 wide receivers either side. Slotman will back up off the line of scrimmage. Gillan motions from right to left. Pop pass to him. Gillan going to look for space on the edge. Tolliver can't grab him. It's going to be a federal first down, and Lucas Gillan is into plus territory as he gets up to the 49-yard line. A gain of 8 yards on the pop pass.
Yeah, Tolliver did a nice job reading it right there. Took the right angle, but the speed of Gillan, Tolliver got his hands out and got him on him, but he was able to run through the hands because he had so much speed when he got there.
What an evolution of the game for football, because, Shannon, I want you to think back through the years. How many times did you see a little pop pass? It's always been a handoff before they started doing that a couple years back.
Yep.
Pistol formation, Dubner lines up in front of a lone running back. He'll be a play fake. Straight drop, middle of the field, and he'll put it in the hands of Hoffarth. Hoffarth up to the 33, and a nice grab for him as he will fall forward and get a gain of about 15 that time, 16 rather. Nice pitch and catch. Dubner waited for the open space for Hoffarth in the middle.
Yeah, and I think right now you got to go tempo. You got to try to keep going. You got Ridgewood players are backing up a little bit right here. A couple of them are starting to get their hands on their hips a little bit. Just go momentum, see what happens.
Gillan, motion man from right to left. Dubner is going to roll out to his left. Delivers middle of the field, and it was nearly jumped by Sparger, who gets in front of it and does tip it away. But Sparger, if he grabs that, Shannon, he's got a little bit of speed, does the linebacker. That could have been 6.
That's the second pass play across the middle that Sparger's jumped today, and both of them, he wasn't able to come with the interception, but huge plays.
So we'll be 2nd and 10, ball on the Ridgewood 33-yard line. Minute 40 showing here in the third as the clock continues to roll. 35-3 is your score. Ridgewood, right now, as it currently stands, look well on their way to preserving their perfect record. Still a whole quarter of football to go as some late substitutions here for Ridgewood. Tolliver's going to check out. And I believe checking into the game is going to be Chris Art, number 53, the junior. Pistol again, Dubner. Got Gillan in the slot to his right, close up to the line of scrimmage. He'll motion into the backfield, fake it, and Dubner's going to go with the read off the right side. Runs into his own blocker after a gain of a couple, and he'll be dropped after that. Making that tackle that time around, Jacob Jones grabs him.
Yeah, that there had a lot of daylight in front of him. Now here comes another flag.
My goodness, another late flag after the play.
And that one I think is going to be on the quarterback.
That has been a little bit of an issue we've seen in this game. A lot of laundry on the field, some unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, and more flags are coming out again. Officials going to wave and call for a stop of the clock here as they converge. No idea who these are going to be on.
I think they're both going to be. I think one's going to be on the quarterback, and the other one's going to be another player who was sitting there talking.
So it looks like they're going to be on Dubner and Luke Williams. So now, with 2.
That's a 30-yard penalty.
It is. And Sandy Valley will now have to go from the Ridgewood 31 back into their own territory off of those 2 penalties. Shannon, we kind of said that this game was getting a little bit chippy. And unfortunately for the Cardinals, it's going to make them pay as the official will mark them all the way back now. I'm trying to do the math. I'm not good at the quick math, but it is going to put them at the 39-yard line, their own 39. So instead of 2nd and 8 from their 31, it'll be from their own 39, and I don't know. You could make your own guess.
You're either going to try a quick little screen right here, or you're going to have to try to hit Lucas Gillan on a streak.
38 yards to go for the first down. Dubner's going to go back to pass. Pressure up the middle. Rolls to his right. Actually, it's Drew Graybill. Graybill's going to try to go down the sideline. He'll run out of room. And I'm not sure if he even got back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like he went back 2 yards. So be at the 37-yard line now. I thought that was 2nd down, Shannon, but the yard mark, it says it's 4th down. Regardless, though, it will be the end of the third quarter. Stick around. Big Z Sports is going to return after this Cush Financial Group timeout. One more quarter of action to go from Sandyville.
Hey, other guys, insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal, and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Punt off the leg of Murphy there is going to roll all the way down to the 18-yard line, and that's where Ridgewood will take over once again. So Shannon, the Generals, in control, 35-3. Clock's going to be rolling. I'm sure they'd like nothing more than to chew as much clock as possible here and get out of Sandyville with another conference win. And, of course, improved to 7-0. Ridgewood continues to be one of the teams to beat in the IVC.
Yeah, and like I said, everybody's talking about that game out there in Sugar Creek. But Ridgewood's sitting here thinking to themselves, well, go ahead and beat yourself up, boys. I'm going to watch that film. I'm going to watch that game tonight, and we're going to be ready for both of you.
Crazy thing, Shannon, I was going through on my sheets here of all the stats I've been keeping in this game. Right now, that is just the 5th offensive drive for Ridgewood, and it's only been 29 plays that they have run, and they've got this kind of lead. Handoff on the motion from left to right, and rumbling up through the middle is going to be the ball carrier for Ridgewood, getting tackled from behind up at the 40. Make it the 42. It's Aiden Sparger.
No, that was number 23.
Oh, it was number 23. You're right. So that time it was actually Maverick Lockhart, the sophomore. Great carry for him.
And I'll tell you what he did. He come running up through there like a fullback, and whenever he seen a defensive back coming, he went ahead and put both hands on that ball. He got that far. He's like, you're not taking it away from me on a turnover.
So Lockhart there, his first carry of the ball game goes 24 yards. Looks like Coach Slusser might be getting some other players in here on the offense. It will be a shotgun formation. And it's going to be a read straight up the middle and trying to find room there, plunging forward, getting a couple more yards. I believe that's Drake Angle, the sophomore, who's now in at quarterback.
We'll do a quick impact collision scoreboard update. Indian Valley has taken the lead back over Garraway in the third quarter, 26-21, but they missed the 2-point conversion. New Philadelphia leads Mansfield-Madison 28-0 in the third quarter. Dover on top of Worcester, 28-21 in the third quarter. Tusc Valley still leads Claymont 19-16 in the third quarter. Malvern on top of Buckeye Trail, 12-0. Strasburg leads East Canton 12-7.
Thank you for that, Shannon, as Angle lines up as the quarterback. And he will turn and he will hand it off. More jet sweep action. This time it's going to be Sean Beckelheimer. And Beckelheimer had nowhere to go. He's run out well behind the original line of scrimmage. A big loss there on second down.
Yeah, nice job over there. Come through there and got a hold of the front of his jersey. Did a nice job keeping his hands away from the face mask and the shoulder pad collar and was able to throw him down.
Loss of 7 brings up a 3rd down and 11.
A couple more impact collision scoreboard updates here as Conotton Valley leads Frontier 26-6 in the third quarter. Newcomerstown has defeated TCC 52-0.
So another unbeaten team remains in the IVC outside of some of the other ones we've been talking about. Angle in the shotgun, turns, play fake. He'll go back to pass, works to the right. Now he'll just dump it off, and he is leveled in the backfield, but grabbing that one was Logan Israel, who will push up to the sideline up to about the 45-yard line. Great job by Angle to stand in through that pressure and still deliver a good pass.
Carrollton leads Alliance 14-13 in the third quarter. Indian Creek on top of Harrison Central 33-0 in the third quarter. And the last score I have for you is CVCA is all over Fairless 38-7 in the fourth quarter.
It was actually only a 4-yard pickup that time. Thank you for the scoreboard update, Shannon. 4th down and 9 upcoming. So it will be punt time again. Lucas Gillan and Micah Hoffarth will be the 2 men back for Sandy Valley on this punt. Good to see some JV players there for Ridgewood getting some playing time. Good experience for them down the road as it will be picked up by Hoffarth. He'll try to make a move on the sideline, and Bryce Tolliver sends him flying out of bounds.
Tolliver come in there just as he was getting spun around, and he come in there like a missile and unloaded on him. He knocked the whole pile out of bounds.
Do we tell Tolliver that we don't have a necessarily a defensive player of the game award, but my goodness gracious, Tolliver, if we did, he'd be looking for it.
Well, he got the actual player of the game because of his defensive stats out against Carrollton, and like I said, he had an outstanding defensive game at Carrollton and became our first defensive player of the year to get, player of the game, and he's just putting up the numbers again tonight.
And this is your reminder again. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, his name will be in the hat the next couple years for the Big Z Sports Defensive Player of the Year at the end of the season at our awards little banquet we do.
2 receivers either side of the formation. It's Graybill who's back in. Out of the pistol, rolls out, has no room to go, and he is dropped in the backfield. And that time making a big sack. Coming in that time, I believe it was number 18 and Aiden Tidd, the junior. You have to bear with us here if we get any of the names wrong and such, as we got some different players coming in now, players we have not seen all game. That was a loss of 10 on the sack, or 12 rather on the sack. So that will move Sandy Valley back to their own 16-yard line. Back to pass, throwback screen. It's going to be Graybill who will complete it off to the running back in Williams, who was spun down at about the 16-yard line, so he only got back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 22 coming up. Seven minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Stay tuned. After the game, we'll have the Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, where we will be talking about how this game boiled up, or shook up, rather. And we'll see if head coach John Slusser, will probably have him call into the station for our post-game show there, and maybe check in with our McInturf Realty player of the game, wide receiver screen. Getting some space is Gillan, and he will push forward. Nice pickup for him of 16 as he'll get up to the 32-yard line, but it's still going to be well short from the line to gain.
Yeah, like we said earlier, they've been playing a lot from behind the sticks, and that's huge.
Actually, take that back. I'm sorry. I miscounted the yard marker there. He will get up to the 27-yard line, rather, so a gain of 11, but it brings up 4th and 11. 4th catch of the game that time for Gillan. Punt time again. High snap. Murphy goes back and does corral it. Good hands for him. He'll deliver a kind of on its side spiral somehow. It'll roll back and will be down at the 39-yard line. That's where Ridgewood will take over. Wise decision there for Wyatt Marlatt, who was the one who was going back and was going to be the kick returner there, Shannon, the freshman, but he just got out of the way, let it go.
Yeah, smart decision right there. Just back away from the ball, and you don't want to get nowhere close to it just in case it touches you. And those are the jobs that those are the plays right there that will eventually win you a job on special teams.
Certainly will, as of course all the other updates and all the area games going on available on the Big Z Sports Facebook page. A huge thank you to all of our stringers once again who are out there putting in the hard work and making sure you know exactly what score of the team that you follow is if you can't make it out to the game. Engel will come back out as the quarterback again. It is Lockhart who will be the running back lined up to his left. Trips wide receivers left. They'll stack them out wide. One wide receiver isolated on the right side, near side for us. Rollout for Engel. Delivers in the middle of the field. Good defensive play there, and knocking it away that time for Sandy Valley was number 14, the linebacker and the senior in Flory.
Yeah, and right there's one thing I like about Coach Slusser. He's got these younger players in here right now. And he could easily just say, hey, you know what, we're going to go out there and run the ball and do whatever, but he don't. He come out and he let his young kids right there run pass routes. He let his young quarterback throw it, and if they make a mistake, they're going to hear about it. But, you know, he wants these kids to be coached up and be ready for when their number is called.
2nd down and 10. Trips wide receivers left again. They're stacked up, one man up close to the line. Rolling out now is going to be a different quarterback. It's Marlatt, and he'll deliver it, and it's going to be incomplete, as trying to make that grab that time was Aiden Tidd, but was unable to do it.
Yeah, it kind of went just right through his hands right there. It was a nice little pass. Quarterback did a good job rolling out, got away from pressure, and delivered it out there. And like I said, the wide receiver wasn't able to get both hands on it.
3rd down and 10 upcoming. Clock continues to roll. 4.5 minutes showing here in the fourth quarter. Ridgewood up 35-3. Wholesale substitutions again. I tell you what, I give a lot of credit to the coaches that have the luxury of being able to do this whenever they bring in the younger guys to get some varsity experience. Trying to keep track of all this personnel stuff of who's checking in and who's checking out.
Yeah, and as a player standing on the sideline, you better be paying attention the whole time, because if they call your personnel and you're not ready, you'll be in trouble come film day.
Marlatt will deliver it out to the left side, getting a couple of yards there before being dropped to the turf by a couple different Sandy Valley defenders. Making that reception that time was Christian Hortzman. So Hortzman put him in the books for a reception there. Maybe give him a yard. 4th down and 9 upcoming. Punt time for Ridgewood again. Of course, if you have not done so, folks, get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. You get notified when we go live. Great contest always available going on, and you can go back and watch any of these broadcasts for free at any point, thanks to our great sponsors like the Tusc Insurance Agency, Novellis, Stack Vitamins and Minerals, and TMK Valley Propane, as you've been seeing them on your screen all night. Punt is in the air. Good one. End over end. Back at the 30-yard line. Actually hit the back of Tolliver, and it will roll farther in Sandy Valley's favor. Now, they're marking it up at the 36, but Shannon, is it not a dead ball from the moment where he touches it?
I'm not sure on that roll. That's something I need to look into because I've seen a defensive player before hit it, and then it would roll, and then they would jump on it again, and then that's where the official would down it. But now they're
well, that's what they're talking about it, because it should be technically where it hit Tolliver in the back, and they are going to mark it off to the right spot.
Well, they're going to.
Oh, I guess they're not. Okay. Well, maybe we're wrong on that rule then, that they do get credit for the roll if it goes the other direction. So Sandy Valley on offense, pistol again. Dubner at quarterback. Hoffarth motions from left to right. One running back in Overly will line up behind Dubner, who will roll right, delivers the high pass, and it is one-handed out of the sky, and making that grab over there was Lucas Gillan.
Yeah, outstanding job right there by Lucas Gillan to get up in the air and be able to grab that ball. I mean, he made that look pretty easy.
He certainly did, as you can look on a Wayne Dorr replay for that incredible one-handed snag there. There's a reason that they say Lucas Gillan's one of the best playmakers in the area. Look at that extension. So on that reception, he will pick up a 12-yard gain. Ball will be at the 47-yard line now for the Cardinals. Dubner hands it off. Overly looking for some room, goes off the right side, and he's got a federal first down. Natch Overly, his first carry of the game, and he gets some nice yardage. Officially give him a gain there as he took it all the way down to the 40-yard line. Looks like a gain of 13.
As this game comes to a close, you can turn over and watch the game out at Garraway and Indian Valley.
More room again for the Cardinals there off the right side. It was Overly again who will get dropped after a gain of 9. Ball at the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 1 upcoming. Minute 30 to go here in the fourth quarter. You know Sandy Valley, for the momentum booster heading into next week, would love to punch one in here late. Pistol again. Gillan motions from right to left, and we have whistles here. Not sure if a timeout. I didn't see a flag coming in.
A quick impact collision scoreboard update on that game out in Sugar Creek that you can turn over to and watch after this game concludes on our YouTube channel. Indian Valley just scored at the start of the fourth quarter, and they converted their 2-point conversion, so they now lead Garraway 34-21 in the fourth quarter.
2nd down and 6 upcoming because there was a penalty there. I believe, Shannon, the center might have moved the ball before the snap, obviously. Pistol formation, Dubner. Overly lines up at running back behind him. Throw out left. Gillan into his hands. Past the line of scrimmage. Gets a nice block on the edge. Lucas Gillan's got the corner, and he's into the red zone. The Jeff Wallik LLC red zone up to the 18-yard line. Now finding Lucas Gillan some space.
Impact collision scoreboard update. Worcester has tied Dover 28-28 in the third quarter. Tusc Valley has scored again. They are now leading Claymont 26-16 in the third quarter.
15 seconds on the clock. Very likely our last play. Dubner out of the pistol. He'll roll right. Steps up into the pocket. Now he's got some pressure. He's going to run. He's got a wide open sideline. Dubner puts his shoulder down, and he'll put it in for Sandy Valley as the clock will tick down to 0. So on the final play of the game, Sandy Valley does cross the goal line. Nice run for Dubner, who does it himself from 18 yards out. They will line up for the extra point as Maddox McCourt will come out here to try to cap off this game. And for Shannon, for Sandy Valley, obviously not how you wanted this game to ultimately turn out in the final score, but looking ahead for the rest of the season, that little touchdown drive that they put together there, that could be a nice momentum builder as McCourt will put his leg through it, and it will be wide right. So that will end our ball game 35-9. Oh, they put 4 seconds back on the clock. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
good call.
Yeah, they put 4 seconds on, so that we'll have a kickoff here.
So it certainly seems like it'll stay 35-9. The Ridgewood Generals going to improve to 7-0. Sandy Valley is going to slip under 500 at 3-4 this season. So we will have to get to another Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. Of course, your auto accessory and local WeatherTech dealer on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia. Huge thank you to all of our presenting sponsors today, like Novelis, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, TMK Valley Propane, and the Tusc Insurance Agency, who have been making high school football in Z Country free on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel all season long. Ridgewood will put 2 men back deep for this kickoff. It is both Humphrey and Carnes who come back into the game. So we'll see if the Cardinals decide to just do a little squibber up the middle and let the clock expire, and that's what McCourt will do. It will roll into the hands of an up man who will take a knee, and that will do it here from Sandyville. Nope, still 1 second for Pete's sake.
He needed to hold the ball 1 second longer.
He did, but that's all right. So we'll come out and we'll get the one bright side that Ridgewood will be able to do. Well, I guess not, Shannon, because technically the whistle's going to start here before when they get set, but I was going to say they'll line up in the best formation in football, right? The victory formation. Well earned for Ridgewood tonight.
Yeah, the young man just thought, hey, it's a running clock. All I got to do is touch it. But on a change of possession like that, they got to wait and come back out and set the teams.
So be sure to stay tuned, because coming right up will be your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show. When we break down this contest you saw of the IVC, we'll get you out of here quickly when we get our Mac and Turf Realty Player of the Game up here and talk with him. If you want to hear from head coach John Slusser, tune in to 99.9 for their Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show and hear his thoughts on this victory as his team picks up the 35-9 victory. And Shannon, it's a sweet feeling when you can do it on enemy turf as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You came here on enemy turf and you got the win, and you got to get ready now for next week. I mean, this game is over tonight. Come in tomorrow morning, watch film. Coach Slusser and those guys are going to point out all your mistakes. Same thing with Coach Gamble. They're going to come in here, and they're going to be like, hey, these are the things that we need to do, and get ready for their game also.
We'll take a Cush Financial Group timeout. When we return, it will be our post-game time. Final score, 35-9. Big Z Sports is back after this.
When you're traveling to the game, there's a great way to see your directional map on a new radio from Cartoons in New Philly. Just plug in your phone, and all your maps and apps and Bluetooth devices are right on your radio. Cartoons carries a wide selection of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto radios from all of the name brands. From 7-inch screen radios to 10-inch screen radios, Cartoons has you covered. Stop in and see them on display and let Cartoons give you a demonstration. Cartoons, 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Ready to unleash your inner champion? At T County Boxing Academy in New Philadelphia, we're not just about throwing punches. We're about building confidence, discipline, and strength. Whether you're stepping into the ring for the first time or looking to sharpen your skills, our expert coaches are here to guide you every step of the way. Train like a pro, fight like a champ. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up today and start your journey to greatness.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tusc County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Fall brings cool evenings, football games, and weekend camping. Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District has the perfect way to recharge after a long week at work. A place to sit around a campfire making s'mores and relax as you watch the snapping and flickering flames dancing under the moonlight. Choose a campsite at Atwood or Tappan Lake Park for your fall weekend getaways. Camping is the perfect way to spend an evening under the stars with family and friends. For more information, visit mwcd.org.
The Sarshown name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarshown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarshowncDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarshown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Get your own at Sarshown.
Gillan Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillan Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillan Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillan Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook. Back into the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio for your Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Shannon Thomas is staying up to date with some of the other scores going on, and I might have just caught him off guard. Sorry about that, Shannon.
Well, I was also texting stats into Chris Kale because you know how Chris likes his
Chris
stats.
and his stats, man. No kidding. Well, what a night for the Ridgewood Generals as they are victorious 35-9, and I think the word that we can use to describe this game is efficiency, because when we go through some of these stats for you, it'll kind of paint the picture. Grant Lammers, 7 carries, 80 yards at the quarterback position, 6 for 6, 153 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Outside of that, for the scoring for Ridgewood, also finding pay dirt, it was Aiden Sparger with a short yardage touchdown run. It was also a short yardage touchdown run for Bryce Tolliver. Don't forget this game got opened up by a Matt Humphrey Jep sweep also for 52 yards and a score. And overall, through the first 5 drives for Ridgewood, they found first 4 drives for Ridgewood, they ultimately got a touchdown. That's a pretty good totals there, Shannon.
Yeah, and they did it in a bunch of different ways. You know, the coaches, the quarterback would run it, the quarterback would throw it, the running backs got involved. You know, I mean, just a lot of things right there. They did a lot of different things to widen their, to spread their offense out a little bit right there, and he's got to be happy with it.
I actually have to stand corrected. Ridgewood was 5 for 5 on their drives, ultimately ending up in the end zone. The last 2 drives that they had, bringing in the second team offense, but still a little bit of positive production for them as well. So overall, you had 7 offensive drives, 5 of them end in touchdowns. That's what every coach wants.
And the thing is, their defense still continues to play the game the way they play it. They had an outstanding night. They gave up a touchdown here late on the run. I don't want to dog on the JV team, but that was the JV players.
It was.
The JV players gave, and that's what Coach Slusser would say, hey, our JV team did that.
But it was a learning experience
but
for them.
They gave up the field goal there at the end of the half. Just outstanding job by this Ridgewood defense. All the way up to this point in the season. They got 2 monster battles coming up in the next couple weeks as they got Indian Valley on the horizon and they got Garraway in Week 10. So the defense will be challenged those 2 weeks.
Yeah, they definitely will. Well, stay tuned because when we come back, we'll have our McInturf Realty Player of the Game. We'll be presenting that to him as he'll come up here in the booth and discuss that win for him. You might see him on the camera, and it's not going to be a spoiler as to who it's going to be. I meant camera walking across the field right now, I should say. And if you want to hear from head coach John Slusser for his thoughts in this victory for the Generals, be sure to tune in tonight on the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show live at 99.9. Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. We'll be back one final time coming up right after this.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tusc Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tusc Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tusc Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Novelis Urixville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They are currently hiring general laborers and equipment operators. Pay starts up to $22.50 per hour with industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Urixville, or call 330-663-3961. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Welcome back to Sandy Valley. I'm Dalton Patterson. I'm here with Ridgewood senior quarterback Grant Lammers. Grant, a big win tonight on the road to keep your season undefeated. You're 6 for 6 through the air, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, with 7 rushes and 80 yards. What was going into tonight to get this big win?
We had a great game plan this year. We had a really good week of practice, getting ready, preparing, and on to next week, big game.
With that being said, 6 for 6 tonight is pretty impressive with 153 yards. Your passing game, is that something you guys work on a lot?
Yeah, we've been working on a lot more. You know, to get ready for the playoffs, you're going to have to throw the ball.
I was really impressed with how you're poised enough in the pocket, and you looked very comfortable. You always kept your head up and you looked downfield. Is that something you've been working on, or?
Yeah, just as the season goes, getting more comfortable throwing the ball.
You got Indian Valley next week.
Yep.
A big week. What is going to go through your preparation and stuff for next week?
Definitely the best team we've played, so got to have another great week of practice and get better every day.
We're just throwing Dalton Patterson to the wolves on our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Great job, Dalton. And congratulations to you as well, Grant, our Mac and Turf Realty player of the game. Heck of a stat line for you tonight. We look forward to seeing you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
For Shannon Thomas and Dalton Patterson, as well as the Claxon Communications crew, I'm Nick McWilliams with Big Z Sports. Final score tonight, the Ridgewood Generals victorious 35-9. Of course, get subscribed to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. Stay tuned, everybody in Z Country. We'll be back at a high school again near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.